This is a fish. A clownfish, actually. He lives in a reef like this, in an ocean like this. This ocean contains these currents. These currents help carry fishing boats like these. Fishing boats like these bring their catch to port. Their catch is loaded onto this truck and delivered to this restaurant. This restaurant serves dinner to this family. This family drives back to their home. Their home borders this forest. This forest surrounds this creek. This creek trickles into this river down to these mangroves. These mangroves buffer the coastline from this bay. This bay is a hunting ground for this shark. This shark swims out to this ocean. This ocean flows over this reef. This reef is home to this fish. This is a fish. A clownfish, actually.
Three, two, one. And we're live. Hello, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, great host CC.
I was told to be quiet.
Yes, when you get the go ahead.
No, it's fine. Listen, okay, hi. This
Strike
is CJ.
one. Strike one.
With with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Welcome to the Fishing Jamboree, folks. We've got a fantastic run coming up here. 56 tracks of goodness brought to you by CJitsallGewd.
All right.
CJ.
Hello, everyone. CJ has come back to Estat. All right. All right. Thank you so much, Crunchy Brown. With me, I have Crunchy Brown, the host. I have Crunchy, who's been warned that if he blows up my eardrums too many times, that I'm going to hurt him in retaliation. I have Quo here. He is my forever permanent co-commentator. You're listening to KBBL, The Blend. Right?
Hello.
And CC is here restreaming, who will chime in with the odd pearl, like doing Crunchy's job for him.
That's right.
Thank you.
He's good at it.
Does it so well.
In the chat, I see JR, I see my sister, Veronica Blaze, I see Quill, I see Drag, I see Spicy, I see Shuli. Hello, everybody. And, yeah, so let's get started. You wanted to see it. I am playing with the boat. I am playing with a fishing rod controller. And just so you understand, this is not a great peripheral. This is an awful peripheral. I got this for $15 on Amazon. And yes, this is a real thing. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. The buttons that I need are these ones. And they are kind of obstructed. So, there's a lot going on. We're going to play as Roy for reasons that Quo will explain when we get started. We're playing as the boat because you wanted to see it. And we will be doing 56 tracks today because you also wanted to see it. No items, hard comm, all vehicles. In order, 48 tracks. We cannot do all 56 tracks at one time, so we're going to do a slab of 48 and then a slab of 16 so we can get the DLC tracks in. Without further ado, I'm ready to get started. If you guys are, I'll be ready to give you a countdown.
Ready to go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And just like that, we are off.
Did you hold R?
I did.
Nice. That's gonna come up later.
Yes,
Right, now,
2 hours from now.
2 hours, right? 2 hours from now, it's gonna come up. Now, as you heard CJ mention, he is playing with the FishingRod controller, which he did mention has all the buttons that he needs. So any mistakes that he makes is purely a skill issue and not actually something that he's unable to do because everything that he has is there.
Yes.
All right.
All right, going around the turn. Crank it up.
Speaking of cranking it up, CJ's sister and nephew just donated $50, saying, another marathon? I'm here for it. Have a good run, brother. Super appreciate all the hard work everyone puts into these marathons. You guys seriously rock.
Thank you,
so
sister. Thank you, Tristan. All right. 1 lap down. Can you do the thing on there? No, you cannot.
Now, I'm watching you crank the controller. Do you actually have to, or are you just doing this for show?
I'm doing this for effect, yes.
Okay.
It feels quantifiably wrong to not crank the fishing rod. I'm going to do it for as long as I can. it is a workout.
Yeah,
What
you can't
does
do that
reeling
for
do
sure.
for you? I am doing it for the people, Quill. That is the answer to that question.
And we appreciate it.
Yeah. I also wore a blue shirt because I wore a black shirt on my test run, and I didn't think people could see it. Okay, so that does work. I don't know that that saves you any time, but it does work.
Oh yeah, you can trick off stuff when you're flying. So, Mario Kart, obviously, it is a classic series. I think everyone knows the gist of it, or if you don't, at this point, you basically drive around tracks, you're in karts, you're with Mario characters. It's a good time. As far as kart composition goes, CJ's using the boat, which generally you don't see in runs like this, in 48 tracks, 56 tracks, whatever. But it is actually a viable kart for some time trial levels, so it's actually not a bad one. So, you know, maybe he'll get sick times on like Dolphin Shoals or other underwater tracks, because obviously this is a good underwater boat.
I almost went to split. I had to remind myself that's not a thing.
Unfortunately not. Still, we're in a marathon. No resettings, no splits. You could run splits, I guess.
I always find that to be too stressful.
No, that's fair.
So that was the first of 56. Very nice.
Yeah, so the first course, pretty simple. It shows, I guess, some Mario Kart 8 mechanics, but, you know, at this point, everyone's seen the game a bit and has an idea of what's going on. There are some pretty cool levels coming up. This one, for example, has a pretty big underwater section, which we'll see the boat being in full use here, because the boat does have very good max speed in the water. So your max speed for kart actually has 4 different stats. So for regular road, in water, in the air, or in anti-gravity. Anti-gravity whenever your like wheels turn to the side and blue. Which here I guess you see in the big loop thing, but anyways, this kart has really good water speed, and the rest a bit lower, but it still goes pretty fast here and there. Again, it is a viable kart for some courses, so it's definitely not bad.
So yeah, if you go off that ramp with a turbo kind of charged up, when you release it underwater, it's to kind of like offset the fact that you're going to be a little slower in water. It doesn't, I think that's why they do it. I'm pretty sure that's why they do it. But we also have a little bit slightly faster underwater speed, so, you know, it's like pelvic woo. You can't, don't forget the woo, you know?
The woo.
All right, here we go. Try it again.
So CJ mentioned either turbos or like boosts that you get by tricking off of jumps like that we just didn't trick off of. And boosts like that don't stack. So if CJ, for example, back there has an orange mini turbo going, he actually gets a bigger boost than if he has just the regular boost off the jump. So it's better that way, basically. So for example, if he were to get a purple mini turbo on that jump that we just saw, it would be better than doing the trick off of that jump. But that turns a bit tough, and the boat isn't, you know, for as good as it is, it's not good everywhere.
Oh, the answer to the question in chat is no. Because it'll be 3 hours with items.
Frantic items?
Yeah.
Yeah, items, in this game, for the run, you don't ever get anything useful. It's just playing defense and hoping that you don't get...
Yeah, because you guys think it's all fun and games. You guys are like, oh, you might get a star. It's like, I'm not getting a first place star.
Yeah, CJ's not getting low enough to get a star. He might end up in like second or third. Actually, with the FishingRod controller, to be fair, it is a bit tougher, so we might see not first place finishes.
I did have one race in practice where I finished 4th.
Yeah, right. It's
So-
just, you know, understandable. It doesn't look comfy. But yeah, items is a very defense game in this game when you're in front.
I hope that the thing is in the shot. I hope that you guys can see this.
It is right now.
Okay, good. You know what the worst part is? You can't even switch hands.
I'm driving backwards.
You can't, like, you know, put the reel in the other hand, you know?
Yeah. Well, I guess you could, but it'd be
the controller would be like facing the
It
other
would
way.
Yeah,
be
exactly.
upside down. Yeah, that sounds like fun.
It says the guy who played Smash Brothers with oven mitts on, with a hand behind his back.
I didn't want to do that. Also, I won that game.
you did.
You did.
Yeah, you know, that was last night. That was a lot of fun. We were all there last night.
True.
CC did win. It was a nail biter.
It was.
You know, I will just say, not to my benefit, but that all the games where I was supposed to win were incredibly close. But all the games that CC were supposed to win were blowouts. So, you know, that tells you everything that you need to know.
Bit of a background information there. The game 1 of Smash 4. I thought we were doing the one-handed thing. So I was one-handed.
You really hit him with the, you were playing with one hand. That was really funny. Because that was like the one time we broke character behind the scenes. Because Funyuns and Crunchy didn't know. So that was the one time that we broke character. CC goes, "You just played that game one-handed?" I started laughing. It's on the VOD. I was like, I gotta stop. All right. Well, our first cup is coming to an end. This map in particular, I feel like there's a lot of areas where you're like, this seems like it would be faster, and in general, it doesn't ever feel like it is. Like, this middle ramp here never really feels faster. Just like, and this doesn't really feel fast either. It feels a little faster with the boat. Obviously, we're underwater. Quo versus CJ, we're doing the racing one in May.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as interesting if we did Smash.
No, it would not have.
It would sort of be like if it was the Melee and PM set all over again.
Ouch.
Yeah, but I might actually take a game off of Quo. That's the one problem. I might win one, which would be worse than getting blown out. Winning one is worse than getting blown out. I don't want to hear any conversation about dignity, because...
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Winning one is definitely better than getting blown out.
No, because I don't play those games, so I leave that being like, well, I got shut out in a game I don't play.
That's
You
fair.
know? But, like, Smush is like, oh, I won one in a game that I've played for, you know, hundreds of hours.
I see what he's saying.
This angle is scuffed. Okay, we made it work.
So, if you guys do like a racing version of it, are you
Yep.
gonna be playing Mario Kart 8? I would assume.
That is on the list.
One of the games. We do have the list ready. I don't think it's public yet, though.
Oh, you
Yeah.
do?
Hey, listen, if we get to 100, if we get to 800, Quo will read the list.
We're $19 away, but sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. There we go. I went through the middle.
You
If
think
we're-
we can hit $19?
We can definitely do it. And speaking of donos, Mama CJ donated $25, saying the blend is back. Great
Thank
to
you.
see CJ, Quo, CC, and the ever fabulous Crunchy Brown. Have fun, guys.
Ever fabulous.
Thank you.
Ever
Thank you.
fabulous.
Thank you, Mama CJ. I love that.
Thank you.
Add that on.
You gotta have that. I'm gonna change that to my legal name.
The fabulous.
The fabulous Crunchy Brown.
It's your ring entrance intro. And hailing from Canada, weighing in at 205 pounds,
Holy.
the fabulous Crunchy Brown.
205 pounds. You overestimate me, sir.
I was giving you a little muscle for the intro.
There you
Listen,
go. Okay.
here's the thing.
I like it.
Everyone, y'all don't know how wrestling works. When someone comes to the ring and it's like, weighing in at 700 pounds, Andre the Giant got billed at 700 pounds when he was 385, okay? Like,
700 pounds? No.
Yeah.
They don't realize that he might not have actually been 700 pounds.
yeah, that's the point. Everyone that I've
wrestling,
done
bro.
is like, bro, I don't weigh that much. I'm like, I'm not actually trying to guess.
Oh, is that why you said I was 5'8" yesterday?
Yeah, I was hyping you up. You're like, I'm not 5'8". I'm like, roll with it. Roll with it.
You're
What
not
am I
5'8"?
No. What am I gonna say? You're the Montreal midget? Like, come on.
I'm also not from Montreal.
I know, but I don't think of anything. The Toronto Terror. You're not from Toronto. The
Also not from Toronto.
see,
Toronto 2 foot.
yeah, the Ottawa. See,
I'm
there's
trying to think of one,
nothing
too.
that
Yeah.
rhymes with Ottawa.
Nothing.
What?
The Ottawa Otter. See? Would you rather have me called you the Ottawa Otter or said you were 5'8"?
That's fair.
Yeah.
We don't have otters, no.
Yeah,
No.
you do.
Well, we have beavers.
That's true.
Y'all don't have a fucking zoo up there?
I don't believe we do. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we do. Yeah.
In the whole province.
Yes, the
there's
province
one
of
problem.
Ontario. Yeah.
The Ontario Otter.
I mean, according to Doug Ford, Ottawa isn't in Ontario, so,
You know. The Orleans otter. I like it.
By the way, I'm going to cut in really quick.
Yes.
Just giving you a heads up, CJ.
Yep.
When you get finished this lap and finish this race,
Yep.
you just lower your mic volume a
Yeah.
smidge.
A smidge?
I mean like 10%.
You got it. Am I too loud?
You are a smidge loud. So
Oh.
and I tried to figure out if there was a good time for it, but it's easier just to get
yeah.
in.
Okay.
Oh.
10%.
Now's a great time.
Just bring it down a little bit and should be good to go.
No wonder my ears hurt.
Because I can bring everything up. But
Right. Yeah. So JR is mentioning the zoo near my old house. Yes. It had a sad old bull, a castrated bull. You know, the saddest thing about that, right? Is that after we grew up and it was no longer something that we would be interested in doing, they put a lot of money into it, and now it's like an award-winning zoo. And I'm like, man,
You should go to the zoo.
no.
What? Zoos are cool.
It's not that kind of a zoo. It's like, I remember, the sad thing about the zoo. My sister's listening, so she knows. There were goats at the zoo. Like, that was like, they had a goat pen. It was a big attraction at the zoo, right? Oh, we have 900 followers. Nice. Congratulations to us. I'm saying it's not that kind of zoo. It's not the kind of zoo that you're like, I want to go there as an adult. It's like not that kind of a thing.
Is it like a petting zoo?
No, it's like something you could do in 10 minutes. It's just like, I don't know how to explain it. They have chickens and peacocks and, like turtles and birds,
Like
right? Yeah, but you wouldn't go out of your way to go there as an adult for 10 minutes of zoo, is what I'm saying. It's not the San Diego Zoo, right? That apparently has like 50,000 animals or whatever the fuck it was. So anyway, they had a bunch of goats in an enclosure. The thing about the goat enclosure that stands out to me in my mind is that goats had died over the years, and they had all the goats' names up on a piece of wood that they had painted. And as goats died, instead of painting over the dead goats' names, they put a board up.
Oh no.
So there were some places that had like 3 or 4 boards. It's like, and you just know, it's like, oh, those are all dead goats. It's like, oh, there's Randy in fresh white paint. Oh, what happened to... Why is that board like a foot farther out from the rest of the thing?
Oh, that's terrible.
You ever go to a deli and they have like the letters up on the board like that? That's what they should have had, like a deli board.
That would have been smart. And probably more cost efficient.
In the long run,
It is a zoo that exists between a park and the stadium. Oh, well, the stadium's an attraction. No, it's not, bro. It's an empty piece of concrete with a bad field in it.
Damn.
Yeah, and then there's a medical waste thing that they call the pool.
Wait.
Yeah, you heard me. Anyways,
Yo, can we see Beaver Park from here?
upon further inspection, that is Luigi's Mansion. This is called Twisted Mansion.
Dude, you're right.
We don't talk about my house like that, CJ. I would never. Orchrist. God.
Also Bruno.
Bruno? What?
Don't worry about it.
I'm Bruno. Did you guys ever see that movie?
Yes, I have.
You are Borat, so.
What? Wow. I don't even know what to say to that.
Is that really worse than the mosque thing that I said the other day?
No, not even close. But But this
Not
one's
gonna
more
ask.
personal. Yeah,
Really?
CJ kicked us off with something wild the other day.
Yeah, we're not gonna repeat it, but
No, it was good though.
it was funny.
I did laugh.
Well, listen, it's a place of worship, isn't it?
Wait, speaking of fish, there are some skeleton fish here.
There is fish.
There is a lot of fish. And tell me, there's a lot of like underwater portions in these levels. Can you normally skip them?
No.
Or
No,
so there's no like
there's
alternate routes? Okay, so isn't it really beneficial to be using the boat cart then?
For some levels, yes, but like for this one, for example, you're not underwater long enough for it to be worth it versus being on
Yeah.
regular or anti-gravity.
Gotcha.
Where the bitty buggy would be better.
Right. If you look at my wheels, right? So like that, we were in a regular section, then we went to a 0G section, now we're underwater. And every one of these types of terrain has a base stat, basically, right? And what the vehicle can do in those terrains. And it also has one for the air. So the cart goes 4 different speeds, sort of, based on the terrain that it's in. This one just happens to have water up for all of the Pokemon fanatics out there, right? It's like we have attack up, right? It's defense down, but you know, this is where we live. The game never tells you this at all. It's all done through like science.
Specifically, it is just your max speed. Your acceleration is the same with all all the 4 terrain types. Also, your handling is slightly different between the 4. I can check CJ's comp actually.
I think the big thing is that the game never really tells you the values for the carts, right? Like,
oh yeah, I know it's bad.
and I think that the point of doing that is that they don't want you to be limited in your selection based on like stat values, because in a regular straight up and down game of Mario Kart, your cart values hardly matter with items. And the proof of that is that if they did, like, me and Quo would win every single online game that we play because we'd be playing with items, right? Like, but that's the equalizer, right? I think it's the main reason they don't show you the values is because they don't want you to think, well, Baby Bowser, you know, bike is not viable, right? It's like, well, with items, every comp, every build, every character, every vehicle is viable.
Yeah, to an extent. Obviously, like, you'll get you'll have a slight edge if you use the, like, better comps, but yeah, again, at the end of the day, it doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah, like, there is no comp that deflects blue shells.
Whether you get hit by a red shell driving a bike or in the best carts, doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. I lapped somebody the other day in this game, like, straight up and down lapped, like, a hard com on Moo-Moos. And it's funny because it's one of the maps that you can lap people on pretty easily, especially the computers. And I'm sitting there the whole time, and I thought to myself, what rubber banding? This dude got the smoke. I think he must have ran into those cows like 8 or 9 times.
Yeah, they do that. Also, I think on stages like Moo where there's like big areas and you can go like left or right and it doesn't actually matter, they don't always take the best paths.
No.
So there's always that like one CPU that's like, I don't know where I'm going.
Is the rubber banding just as bad in all the Mario Kart games, or are there some of them that are like super notorious for being bad?
I don't think any of them are bad.
Well, in Mario Kart 64, the CPU's rubber banding is like actually cheating the whole time. They drive through walls when they're behind.
What?
Yeah, on the 64 version. Like, the map unloads and they just go in a straight line to catch up.
That's so messed up. Okay.
Also, they can accidentally do skips and just, you know, because Mario Kart 64 there's a lot of skips, they can just do that and end up halfway across the course.
Yeah.
Which is funny. I guess that's not rubber banding because they could do that in first place if they wanted to. But yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I just think it's funny because obviously the game unloads what's behind you, right? And so when the game unloads what the player is not in, which is also why I think 2 and 3 player split screen in that game is like a mess, right? But yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, we got a bonks. Fun fact, I got a gold with this card comp the other day on this map, and there is no water on this map anywhere.
So was it just like you just drove out of your mind, I guess?
Or maybe he was really bad on every single run he's ever done.
It's possible. I'm not excluding that as a possibility.
I'm gonna bet it's not that.
Yeah. I just honestly don't even think that carousel thing saves anytime. Because I've gotten it and lost time, and I have not gone for it and saved time.
Yeah, I think on that one, like, the boost you get is so small that if you do it and end up having like a bad angle out of it, then it's not worth it. You sort of need to just finesse the angle.
Here we go. We're turning it up.
See, there should have been an incentive for 200cc.
No.
That would have been funny.
No.
A lot of meat.
That is
Hey-o.
That'd be like 201cc.
Speaking of 200cc, CC has an incentive for tonight.
I do.
It's for $200.
Are we talking about the Hylian Loach, or are we talking about the watch the cutscenes?
I'm pretty sure we...
It's the cutscenes. The cutscenes is the 200.
I was pretty sure we had already hit the Loach one, so...
We didn't
Did we
actually.
already hit the Loach? Damn.
So we hit the Loach, but we've got a lot of like overage. So it was 145 for the Loach, but it shot up to 211.
Yeah, I have all of that written down in a spreadsheet, so that will be allocated towards something.
Beautiful.
But I'm waiting to see where we need help.
Right. So just for the folks at home, we're only $45 away from the Pokemon Snap Take a Photo of Gold Bean incentive. We still have 4. That is your run. We have 4.5 hours to meet that one, so I'm sure we can do that. Easy. And then easy, yes. I am Fish. Bonus space level is still just $40 away. Please, people, make that happen. I'm sure it's going to be goofy. It sounds like it. I want to see it.
In the Big the Cat cutscenes.
And pick the cat cutscenes.
And the big, yeah. So that was the $200 one. So.
Oh, are we 0 out of 200 or?
We are at 0 out of 200, but that'll change. That'll change. I believe in the crowd. We've got 8 hours to meet that one, so definitely something we can do.
If it gets met, I might just sing along.
Oh! Oh, get your money in.
There you go.
Now.
You guys got, you know what my brother would say if he were here right now? And if he's watching, I don't think he is, but if my brother were watching, he would say, y'all got fish hooks in your pockets. You go in there you go in there to get your money, and you come out with fish hooks. They jab at you, you run away. You don't want to get your money out. There you go. We're throwing you premium bait.
I wasn't sure what that meant. Yo, is that a Gaffy raid?
Yo, Gaffy? I'm not gonna say it. Is that prime time?
Yo, prime time Gaffy?
Every time I see him, I almost say the one thing and then say prime time. Every time.
Thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well. This is Speed Doc's Fishing Jamboree, by the way. It's an all-fishing themed marathon. I know what you're thinking. How in the world is this fishing themed? Well, clearly, we're in a boat in the water driving on an eel. That's pretty...
Here we go. I'm going fast.
Be fishing.
I'm going fast.
Fishing, though, or rather, speaking of the boat, this is one of the courses where the boat is used in time trials. So
I
this
was
is
just
actually
about to ask. Okay.
the most optimal cart to use. He's not using the good wheels, but it does fit with the boat theme, so I appreciate it.
Oh, so the wheels also make a difference? Like
Yes.
it's not just the actual body of the boat? Gotcha.
No, so
Every
the body
piece
of the boat,
puzzle.
the character as well makes a difference, the wheels make a difference, and the glider makes a difference, but not that much.
That's why I don't care what glider I use.
Yeah. I think there's like 3 different gliders technically, like stats-wise, so you can basically use anything.
I probably use a bad one. I'm probably hemorrhaging time because I don't use the right glider.
I can tell you right now.
I use the pink parasol, so.
Yeah, you're using a bad glider.
Really?
Yes.
Goddess of Storms is here. Wow, that is where I got my new favorite emote from. Binky Cat.
Can we see some dinky cats in chat, please?
I'm really sure. No offense, but I don't think anyone else has that emote. So it is my favorite emote, though. I'll post it between the rooms.
All right, sounds good. I'm curious.
There we go. There we go. I love that emote.
CJ's been touting it around.
I know. I
This
go.
is my new favorite emote.
I just.
Rest in peace, DC Howdy.
Did you see that quote?
What I missed?
It ate my turbo.
Oh, I missed that. Holy crap. Let me see if I can get the replay. Nope, it's too close together.
Yeah, it
So
just.
sorry.
Oh,
What do you mean it ate it? It just like it didn't come
It
out.
went purple and then it just disappeared.
Yeah,
It didn't get any boost for it.
that was interesting. I've never seen that.
No turbo for you.
It's almost like you got air, maybe, but I don't know.
No, 'cause
Yeah.
if you release it in the air, it still should give you something.
I went 0G for sure. Anyway, this is the Speed Dog shirt, by the way. I'm wearing the new shirt, which you can buy at
I'm also wearing the same
speeddogs.tv.
shirt. I'm not on camera, but I'm also wearing that same shirt.
I feel like ours are different colors. Did you get the teal?
I got the yeah, it's like a green blue one.
Mine is like more of a cobalt kind of thing.
Like
Really?
the reindeer?
I think there was both options.
Huh?
Like there's like a regular blue, and I'm like, I already have an SDAT shirt that's that color, so I'm gonna get a different one. Mine's like seafoam green.
Ooh. You got the dark blue. Nice. Nice quill. I like that. I like to hear that. It's a great shirt.
It's good
Yeah.
quality.
Yes, Hammerhead Labs shirts. I don't know that that's a command. I know that we keep typing that, but I don't think that's a command.
I will make it a command.
Attaboy.
Yo.
All right, this is like one of the ones I'm actually low-key really bad at.
This one's a cool one.
Nonsense.
But I did gold on it the other day. Wow, all right, I got the big boost, and I wasn't paying attention.
Alright, so a couple of courses in this game have, I guess it was first a thing in Mario Kart 7, but basically it's one long course instead of laps of a course. So you still have the lap counter, technically, which is pretty much only used for like checkpoints and time trials. But yeah, it's just one long straight course, so it's pretty neat in that sense.
There we go.
Which course are we on?
Mount Warrior.
Mountain. Mount Warrior, that's the one.
Mount Warrior. Oh, I hardly know him.
That was good.
All right, see, CC appreciates them when they're actually good.
It's a funny joke. It's just when it's used like literally all the time. Yeah.
It was solid. It was solid. Plus, he hit us with the Mr. Krabs laugh. Sort of. I think it was Mr. Krabs.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
Did you
I
see
liked
the, shoot, what was it? I heard that Steve Jobs died of Ligma joke.
No,
Video.
no,
Oh, I need to send it to you.
no, please.
That's good stuff.
It's better than you think it is.
I ain't afraid of no trees. Is the rod still in the shop, by the way?
It's coming in and out.
It's
sort of
yeah.
like-
Like you'd have
See
to
a
hold it
black
like close to your
antenna.
face.
All right. There we go.
Oh, if you're asking me, yeah, I've absolutely seen it.
Oh, you have? Okay.
I just didn't want to say it on stream.
Yeah, please. It's like, man, I thought the IRL fishing went really well, but damn, I was like trying to be chief content officer out there. That was pretty rough.
Content cop.
A little bit.
Overall, though, it was pretty good. I liked it.
There we go.
I popped off for the first fish catch. That
When
was
Gil caught a fish?
yeah. It was pretty wild.
I love
Yeah,
that
huge
I
moment.
said oh, you're gonna leave, and he's finally gonna catch it. And she got halfway to the other spot
Literally.
and he caught the fish.
Yeah. You called it, CJ. You called it.
We caught 6 fish. Hotto was catching them all. I think Grace and Dale each caught 1, and Hotto caught like 4.
Yeah, Hotto was on fire.
He was en fuego.
More like hot-o.
Hey, got him.
You know,
He
Been
do
experienced
be being a
fish
cutie
release.
though.
just
Yes, all the fish were released, all of them unharmed.
Also caught legally. They had licenses. They
Yes.
bought a 1-day fishing license, each of them. Make sure to always fish within the rules and regulations of your local wildlife
Yes.
thing. So.
Protect local game and wildlife and fish responsibly. Yes, they did not have a trout stamp, as someone I think pointed out, but they are allowed to catch them as long as they release them. Obviously, you cannot control what you catch in a mixed lake or pond setting like that. Honestly, if we had kept that camera on for another 5 minutes, that dude would have landed in the water. The guy at the end on the log, he was slipping. Hey, bought a tank top. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Hammerhead.
You've never fished with a license? Yeah,
send him to jail.
that's that is a thing.
Instant jail time. No, but if you do get caught fishing without a license, there are some repercussions.
There are.
Don't tell the game warden.
There are some places where, you know, they're just not going to jack you up, but you know, you definitely want to fish responsibly. Can't hunt without a license, can't fish without a license. It is what it is. Trying to control the population so that everybody can fish and, you know, be responsible. You know, up here, the reservoirs, you have to have a license to get on the property in addition to the fishing license. Shout out to the DEP who officiates that program.
So wait, you mean just to like go to wherever you want to go fish, you have to actually have a license to?
Yeah, to get out of your car, you have to have this license.
That's actually kind of smart.
Man, it's
What if you fish from like the back, like the bed of a truck?
it's like Swiper and Dora. Aw, man! Got us again! Crunchy, what do we have coming up next?
We have Freddy Fish 2, The Case of the Haunted Schoolhouse.
Yo, is that next?
That is next.
That's
yeah.
next
unless
after
the
this?
Unless the schedule's lying to me, but it should be next, yeah.
I'm pumped for it.
That's going to be done by Clock District, and it's the no skips category, which is beautiful because I don't want to skip any of that. Then we've got Drag coming up with My Time. Is it My Time at Porsche? I just want to make sure I'm saying this right. I would assume that's how
I
you
keep
say
thinking it's Portilla, but I
Same.
don't actually know.
it. Anyways, it's the Emperor Fish Percent. Then we've got Quo, I think his name is, running Pokemon Snap.
How do you
Magikarp
speed run an auto scroller? That sounds like dumb.
Right?
How do you speedrun IRL fishing? It's the exact same thing.
No, IRL
No.
fishing was fun.
It's all and it's all RNG.
Okay, that was funny.
The whole thing. Then we've got Jackal with Hotline Miami, New Game Plus, all levels, parenthesis Phil. And I can only assume that's a fish mask. I'm guessing that's where the fishing portion of this comes in, because if you played Hotline Miami, I don't remember any fishing in that game.
Yeah,
There's a lot of shooting. There we go. And then we've got CC twice, the CC block, if you will, with Big the Cat Story, Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut, and The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Fishing Percent. And we've got 2 incentives here. One for watching all the cutscenes during Big the Cat Story, which, trust me, you want to see these. And then another one for catching the Hylian Loach. Thank you, Froggy.
Froggy.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say I'll read a donation in Froggy's voice, not Froggy's voice, but Big the Cat's voice. But I don't think I can go that deep. Unfortunate. Block? Oh, I like that. That's genius, chat. I like what these guys are coming up with. Ooh. The CC block with 2 C's.
Well, we didn't have a chance to talk about it, but that's one of my personal least favorite courses, and I think CJ shares a somewhat similar sentiment. So
Yeah, we both hate sand.
that's fair.
I hate it. It gets everywhere. Even the younglings. All right, that's Anakin Skywalker for you all. Yeah,
Still funny
sand
sand
is
in
the
my hair.
least. So sand is the least fun to drive on. We are coming to the end of the first 16 tracks. So we have 4 increments of 16. So the end of this would be a category. All right, it ate my turbo again. Thank you, FishingRod controller. I'm having a lot of fun. And yeah, this is the end of the first quarter of this run. We have 3 more increments of 16. There is a category for 16, 32, and 48. I don't think they're going to do 56. Maybe they already have, but I think it's one of those unofficial, unspoken things, because I can't imagine anybody in their right mind would think that doing 56 tracks would be a fun category. So I said we're doing 4 increments of 16, but it's actually 3 increments of 16 and an increment of 8 because I can't do math.
I don't think we'll see a 56 category just because when the next thing of DLC drops, no one's going to do 56 and they're just going to do
64.
64.
Yeah.
So there's, 56 tracks is a thing that's only around for a few months.
I am high up on the idea that I'm going to do 96 tracks.
I think that will be one, but I don't think we'll have the incremental +8s each time.
Yeah, 96 is hard, though that'd be like over 4 hours.
You know,
And the new ones are not great, TBH honest.
we'll get there when we get there, but I'm not. There are some of them are okay. Some of them are.
The Mario Kart Tour ones are dog water.
Really?
I hate them.
Huh, I think they're pretty okay. Like, the tracks change, so that makes it interesting, but
I think they're pretty boring.
tracks change.
Yeah, but you know what though, Drag? It's 4 hours, but it's not a long 4 hours. Like, doing these tracks, it's like, it's not a long 4-hour run.
What does that mean?
Like, it just doesn't feel long.
Isn't that a good thing?
It is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Like,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to do this for 4 hours. There are worse runs you could do. That'd be a rough 4 hours. Like, you
The
know.
worst runs in this game.
This is also correct. So this is Rainbow Road. I am really bad at this, so I'm going to concentrate, and Quo can talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, so, I mean, Rainbow Road is a staple in any Mario Kart game, so this version of rendition of Rainbow Road. We'll see 2 more later, but yeah, no, this is what we got. They are not big on giving you walls for most of the tracks, so Exhibit A. You know, like, at that point, I think CJ just missed either the turbo input or he wasn't looking in direction when he landed, because that's the thing. So he was just driving instead of drifting, and that makes a big difference, especially if you're expecting the other outcome. But yeah, it's a pretty cool course. IMO. There's a skip you can do here. Not a skip, but like it saves a second or something. Really tough. Definitely tough with a FishingRod controller. So, probably not going to see this one.
No, I wouldn't go for it.
That's fair. Speaking of fish, though, you can see a blooper spaceship, and a blooper is a squid, which is, you know, an aquatic animal of some sort.
Damn cephalopods ruining my run.
Speaking of aquatic animals, Roy is a turtle, which is also, you know...
Is he a turtle though? I don't think he's a turtle.
What? What? He has
What
a
do you
turtle shell.
What do you
Yeah,
want
but
about?
that doesn't make him. Okay, are you telling me all Koopas are turtles? I don't think they
Yes.
are. They're just their own thing.
I'm pretty sure they're all turtles. Like,
I
they're
don't
all
think they're
based on
turtles. Well, okay, sure, but that doesn't make them turtles.
Are the Ninja Turtles turtles?
Well, obviously, it's literally in their name.
Oh, yeah, they have shells too. There you go.
Yeah, but I mean, they're.
I'm
called
ending
the
this
Ninja
whole
Turtles.
man's career. I'm putting Crunchy on my list.
No, chat. Hold on. No, jeez. Chat. What do you? God. Damn it, CJ. Okay, chat. What do you guys think? Are Koopas turtles? I don't think they're turtles. They're Koopas.
Alright, let's start a poll.
Yeah. The Ninja Turtles are turtles. It's in their name. But Bowser doesn't call himself King Turtle.
It's King Koopa. Okay, so
Exactly.
technically they're Koopalings. Is that important to mention? Or Koopas?
Yes, it is, because they could. Those are like miniature Koopas.
I think
And
the
not small
intention
turtles.
is that Koopa is a different species that is a similar thing to a turtle, but not exactly a turtle.
Sure,
CC
but
gets it.
but there is no real life equivalent to a Koopa.
We don't know that.
So that okay, there you go. At the bottom of the Marianas Trench, there may in
Maybe.
fact be. All right,
Maybe.
CC, I turned myself down a smidgen more, and I turned Quo up a bunch.
Nice. Okay, so because Koopas is like Koopa Troopas, and that's the enemies that are definitely turtles. But Koopalings are
As
Bowser's.
per Shuli, courtesy of Google, Koopas represent a consistent group of turtle-like creatures. There are many different types of Koopas.
But
the
this
most
one is
common
mine.
being Koopa Troopas. But this one is mine. Turtle-like creature being the key words here.
Look, I'm a big fan of Roy as much as the next person.
Are we gonna
but he's definitely a
argue?
turtle.
Are we gonna argue that Miltank isn't a cow? Like, what are we talking about? Oh, CJ, it's a Pokemon. Pokemon are fictional. It's like
It's a tank.
The tank of milk.
Exactly.
It's a milk receptacle.
It's an
You know
It's
what
an
else is a
armored
tank
vehicle.
of milk?
what?
A cow. It has a tank of milk inside of it.
I need you all to stop what you're doing.
Quo started it.
Claude, I can get off the ride.
It's like a soda machine, but for milk.
I need a melon soda right about now.
Oh god, that'd be good.
Yeah, you like melon soda?
I do like melon soda.
Like watermelon, like honeydew. What are we talking?
Honeydew
I don't
is the best melon.
Yeah, and I think that's usually what melon soda is like based off of. It's not watermelon, that's for sure.
Yeah, because watermelon is mostly water.
Correct.
Like, that's why
Yeah,
you
but
can't make
honeydew doesn't-
watermelon jam.
Honeydew doesn't have the word melon in it.
It's a honeydew melon.
It's a honey. Exactly.
It's okay, English isn't your first language. We understand.
You're right. You're right. So since it has the word melon in it, then it's considered a melon.
Did I tell you that my
Literally, yes.
science partner in 9th grade didn't speak a single word of English, and we were the #1 science partner team in my earth science class?
How?
He didn't speak a single. He was Chinese. He was from China, mainland China. He was an exchange student. He didn't speak one word of Chinese. He had like this DS-like contraption, which he could type into in Chinese, and on the screen, it would kick back some English, except it was almost always wrong or not anything remotely similar to what I would think we were talking about. One time, the only time he ever got me right was like dog window. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I looked, and there was a dog outside the window. All right, I'm gonna go for the swagoo. Nope,
go.
messed up the swagoo. All right,
It's okay.
all right, we're gonna get the swagoo on the next 2 laps. All right. We are $19 away from 800, and I want to see it happen. I don't want to end this run at 800. I want this to happen soon. So let's get a train going. Y'all got a $5 train. Come on, ride that train. Come ride it. I'm going to do the swagoo, okay? Here we go.
That's right. CJ will do the swagoo. You guys get the donos in. Everybody ends up being happy. Boom.
Swagoo!
Boom.
I did the swagoo.
Pretty neat.
Train whistle mid-race. You got it.
Let's go.
Boom.
That strat is
deserves
actually.
$1.
Bam.
It deserves at least $1.
That
That's
strat is what?
put that in my tip jar.
So that strat actually is something that people actually use like in races and stuff. It is pretty good. It's a lot harder if you don't have a mushroom, because just the off-road sort of kills any time save you have, but for showcase purposes, it is pretty nice. I approve personally.
I personally think it doesn't save any time.
Not here. With
probably-
a mushroom it does,
Yeah,
but
I think
yeah,
it saves
no.
like a second, to be honest. If I could do the thing where you thread it between the trees with the mini turbo, so I wasn't hopping, I think it would save like 2 seconds.
2 seconds is actually a lot in racing games. Just it's not like, I don't know, 2 seconds in a very random, very open game.
Yeah, I'm saying I would save 2 seconds if I did it 3 times.
All right, chat voted turtles.
The chat
What?
is correct. One person is drunk with power and voted wrong.
Crunchy.
I'm let down. I didn't even vote.
No, you're crunchy.
Yeah, I am crunchy.
You said you're let down. No, you're crunchy.
No, oh my goodness. No, you know what? Speaking of Crunchy Brown, he just donated $1 saying choo choo! I want to see more of this coming in, people. I want the train to leave the station.
What was that? Yeah, there you go. There's some
What was
fish.
it?
Fish!
Yo, that's some fish. And then Crunchy's like, no, those are cheap. It's totally different.
Yeah.
It is different.
Right.
They don't even look like fish.
What are you talking about?
They have fins
I'm
in
not
the
on board
water.
with this one.
Listen, they don't even look like fish. And if people want to argue about it, they can do it in their donation comments. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
These are not fish.
I only
You too could donate $1 to tell how wrong Crunchy is.
I only support gaslighting when it's in donations. You don't look like a fish. I'm glad he doesn't.
Fish.
If Crunchy was going to be a movie monster, what movie monster would he be? And why is it the Wolf Man?
Wait, are you saying I'm hairy?
A little bit.
No, you're Crunchy.
Yeah. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick.
This is Patrick. Okay, wait. Are there any like movie monsters that are like crunchy in any way? I don't even know. No, there
Oh
isn't.
yes, let me think. Oh yes, the Eggshell Man.
Yes,
Macho
the
Man?
good old
Macho Man?
eggshell man from the 1960s.
It's enough to get me to the boiling point.
Let's go, Macho Man.
Oh yeah.
Nacho Man.
Oh, Crunchy Brown's done it now. I'm all the way up to here with his nonsense. He couldn't beat a fish out of a lineup if it hit him in the face.
Someone slapped me across the face with a trout.
Oh, you got something worse coming, brother. Cause when Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulkster Hulkamania gonna run wild over you this Sunday at the Silver Dome.
You gotta flex while you're doing it, though. Siege. You gotta bring out the guns.
fish.
You can just keep reeling with raise it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Oh God, what is happening? We're doing wrestling things. I'm playing with a fishing rod.
There's all sorts of craziness happening here.
We're raising
Wait, can
money
you ride
for
on the wall there?
Yeah,
Huh?
it does not
Yeah,
save
that's part
time.
of the.
Crunchy, huh?
No.
Crunchy, huh?
See,
But yeah, so the
See you
anti-gravity,
at
you can
SummerSlam.
get on some walls here and there.
Yeah, but how do
We've
you?
seen it.
Oh, I see the ramp now. Never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, those
Okay.
blue ramps
Yeah,
on the ground.
yeah. You sit there with your John 3:16 and your Bible thumping. Will Austin 3:16 just said, "I just kicked your ass."
This is the part where CJ cracks 2 beers above his head and pours them all over his face.
If you smell.
Gaffy
I'm better at
asks.
this with the fishing rod than I am with the controller. Gaffy, you just need to take off your blindfold and then you can play like this.
Wow.
Why am I good at that? Oh, because I have a lot of practice. I always liked doing Triple H. Apparently doing a Triple H impression is enough to get you fired, though, from the WWE.
Oh, explain.
Someone was gonna do a Triple H impression, and they like did the pitch for it, and I think The Rock thought it was really funny, and he was like, oh, it was a writer. This is right. It was a writer. I think it was Brian Gewirtz, and he had pitched this idea that The Rock would go to the middle of the ring, and he would make fun of Triple H by doing a Triple H impression. Then on Sunday, he's gonna beat you in the middle of the ring, because it's for the title, right? Just like ends everything with a deep like.
He did do that. He did do that.
Yeah, and so they go into Vince's office, and The Rock goes, and Rock is there, and the writer is there, and Triple H is there, and Vince is there. And The Rock goes, hey, and Brian had this great idea. He was going to do an impression of Triple H. Tell him, Brian. And he had to do his Triple H impression to Triple H.
Was Triple H impressed?
No, he was very mad.
No shot, of course.
No shot.
The impression was not impressive.
I think it was Hardcore Holly had a problem with that guy. And so he was like, you're not writing me in any good angles. And he's like, well, do you have any ideas for storylines that you'd like to be in? And he goes, yeah, how about I win the title? It's like, damn, Bob Holly out here, WWF champion. It's, you know.
That would not have flown by. I don't think the fans would have cared for that at all.
No. Also, this was a mistake because I'm battling a sore throat. And doing Triple H is very, like, back of the throat kind of thing. Am I going to watch WrestleMania? I'm only going to watch because there's a Stone Cold Steve Austin match. I don't actually like new professional wrestling. I only like old professional wrestling.
I feel you on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to watch it a lot when I was younger, and then I don't even think that it's bad now. I think I've just grown out of it.
Yeah, well, listen, you know, the problem, like, things don't change, you just get older, right? Like,
But I'm a spring chicken.
you know what show is on right now that I think is really funny? My godson has it on all the time. So whenever I come home and it's like on the TV, I still watch.
Paw Patrol.
No, Bluey.
Blue's
Bluey
Clues.
is no.
What
It's
else?
not Blue's
What is
Clues. Bluey is about this like Australian dog named Bluey.
Clock District, can you confirm?
Like Balula Sobo?
No, it's nothing like what you're saying. It can be pretty cringe right now. Also, it's like, we're gonna go up for the high flying move, and all right, get in position to catch me, please. It's a lot of like do you remember when Edge speared Jeff Hardy in the ladder match at WrestleMania, Crunchy?
Yes, I do.
Off the 18-footer in the corner, and it was Bubba Ray who had moved the
Bubba
the
Ray.
ladder.
Yes.
Yeah, Bubba Ray Dudley, yeah, and his brother Devon. Don't ask. And
Spike, don't forget Spike.
yo, fuck yeah, you would be a Spike stan.
Dude, he was so sick.
Anyway, and then like the Dudleys, and then he gets speared in the middle of the ring, which is crazy. There's another moment in that WrestleMania where it's Devon on the thing holding on to the briefcase, but Devon's afraid of heights. You think of all the ladder matches that those guys had with each other, right? And Devon's afraid of heights. And he's like in the middle of the ring being like, don't let me down! Don't let me fall! I'm gonna fall! I'm gonna fall!
Wait, is he actually afraid of heights,
Yeah,
or like
he's
he was
really
just pretending?
No,
Oh,
he's
wow.
really afraid
okay.
of heights.
How? That's crazy.
So really funny moment. But those like that just worked, right? They didn't get into like, you know, there was some getting into position, but there wasn't just a bunch of guys ready to catch you at the bottom, right? Like, he hit canvas when he got speared out of the air.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the older stuff was a lot more brutal for them, I guess, or riskier maybe. I don't know, but
No,
yeah,
because
I
the
get what
stuff
you're
that they
saying.
do now is risky. They just don't know how to do it.
That's fair.
You know, like, by the way, Crunchy, if we have any donations, now would be a good time to read them.
We do. We got one from Mama CJ, a $30 donation, a big whopper, saying reminded of CJ's first fishing trip where he secretly threw all the bait in the water because he was so over it. No denying it, captured on VHS videotape.
Damn.
Yeah, I did throw all the bait in the water. That, and there was, I think this might be a different time, might have been the same time where my brother was using bread for bait and I kept eating all the bread.
CJ's making sandwiches while everyone's trying to fish.
No, I was eating the clumps of bread. No tapes.
I understand your hesitancy for a fishing themed marathon now.
No, I do like fishing. Thank you, Mom, for getting us over $800.
Woo! A big old $812. And that went towards The Sims 4 Name the Sim, as well as the picture of Goldeen in Pokemon Snap.
So how close are we to the picture of Goldie now?
I'll tell you in just a sec. My
111 out of 125.
Wow.
Thank you, go.
$14 kills that one, and then we can start focusing on the CC one. Hot diggity dog. Plus, we have the I am fish thing to do too. Like,
Got a lot coming up.
yeah. $1,000 was the goal for the whole weekend, guys. You know.
It's pretty crazy that we're already at 800.
Is there
But
any
we
type?
ended last night with like
Over 800.
500.
We ended last night with 345.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got so much last night. Going into
On
this.
day 0. Yeah, that was a really good day 0.
I thought like last night we'd get like 150 because we got like 135 during the Chris one, but no, like y'all were crazy.
Yeah, I think we'd already cracked like 120 in the first hour, if even.
Crazy.
Okay, I'll throw this out there. If y'all want to hear some CJ stories, I'll tell any family appropriate story that I have if y'all will donate.
You have more fishing trip stories?
Let's see. You know, one of the last times my dad went to his fishing spot, he told me that because he loved catching brown trout, and he would just catch them and throw them back. I know he caught them and he'd bring them to people that liked eating fish, but he would just throw them back, and especially when he got older. And he told me there was this one time he really wanted me. That he really wanted me to go, but it was like gonna be at night and it was supposed to rain and it was supposed to like pour, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go. This is like, my dad died in 2008, so this would have been like 08, right? Like close to the end of his life. And one night he's like, you don't want to go? And I'm like, it's supposed to pour. And he's like, yeah, well, that means the fish will be out. That's when they come out, when it's raining. And I'm like, I'm good. Like, it was supposed to really rain. And so my dad, 54 years old, kind of a frail old man at that point, unfortunately. And he walked his ass up to his fishing spot in the pouring rain. And it was so bad, like, it was just like a deluge. It was a downpour. It was like non-stop all night, and he went and he caught brown trout, and he had a disposable Kodak camera that he brought with him, and he took a bunch of pictures of these fish in the dark with his lantern, his white gas lantern. This is a fishing story that isn't a fishing story. We were done fishing one day. It was me and my dad and my uncle, and we're coming back from the fishing spot, and we get to a point where we ran out of gas, and we're in the middle of traffic, and and we're at a red light and we run out of gas. So my dad is like, okay, he goes into the back of the car, and he pours white gas, lantern fluid, into the gas tank.
No.
Spoiler, you can't do that. You really shouldn't do that. That's not how that's supposed to work. He poured lantern fluid in there, and then all of a sudden the car shoots out all this white smoke, and he starts going. And we drove it to we got like another mile out of the whole liter of it, and he gets it up to like 60 miles an hour on the home stretch, because we live however many. He's like on a 30-mile-an-hour road. He gets over the hill and he goes, I'm coasting, and he just puts it in neutral, and we ride that thing to the gas station. And he ran out of momentum when he pulled into the gas station. And then he gets out. My dad had like a uniform, leather vest, a graphic t-shirt, denim shorts, and moccasins. Same thing that he wore every day. Had his thick bifocal glasses and his on the chain around his neck, and he had big gray long ponytail and the big bushy gray beard. And he gets out and he's like, I told you it would be fun.
Oh my god. I'm surprised nothing blew up.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't blow up either, but you know what? It happened. I'm pretty sure my mom's hearing that story like, oh my god.
Hopefully not for the first time.
I don't know if I told my mom that story. I'm sure
But
I
now
know.
she knows.
Well, she does now.
Listen, he's gone. It is what it is. We lived.
Those are the best stories.
Doesn't kill you,
Oh,
makes you
the
strong.
van. Yeah, my dad had this van. Yeah, the van. So my dad had a van. It was a Ford Windstar van, and in the back, it was like a 3-door van, right? The back door is a sliding door, and at some point, the back door, the latch system for it broke, so it wouldn't close. It would close, but it wouldn't stay shut, right? By the way, I am still doing this. And it wouldn't stay shut. So if it had encountered any force at all, it would open. Now, if you can picture a 3-door van in your head, the sliding door, how do I say this? It slides toward the back of the car, right? Mm-hmm. Which means that if you encounter centrifugal force, say like going on an on-ramp, it'll open. Also, it'll encounter the same force going down like a highway, because the force acting on it is coming at it where the latch is. If it was facing the other way, like if it was a front door, the door wouldn't swing open because it's facing the wrong way. That makes sense, right? So whoever was sitting in the back seat, it was their job to hold the rope. And it's a sliding door, right? So you're like, what do you mean hold the rope? It would go through the arm handle, like the whole, like to get yourself in and out of the car. Mm-hmm. And then you wrapped it around your waist. And you sat there. And you're just, it was a time before Hodor. My dad eventually got it fixed like a couple weeks later. But it was funny.
Every time you told that story, I've always thought it was like, oh yeah, this is just the car that we've had for the last 10 years. And it just...
This is the way it is.
No.
All through middle school, all through high school, we just tied the rope around.
I'm going to say this too. My dad and my mom were not together at this point. So all of my dad's shenanigans, my mom would not have allowed me to drive in a car without that. I had to hold a rope. That would not have happened. If in case any of you are thinking this applies back to Mama CJ, Mama CJ would never have let that happen. My mom would have robbed Peter to pay the guy to fix the damn the latch on the car. Or just honestly, probably the thing we should have done is you just don't drive that car until you get it fixed.
Or are you gonna get it fixed without driving it?
There you go. There you go. Right, Koi answering the big questions. Although I'm pretty sure that if you think critically about it, you could figure it out. But yeah, no. My friend, the first time that my dad ever picked him up, he ever met my dad, he was sitting in the back seat, and my dad's like, "Hey, John, nice to meet you. Hold this," and he threw him the rope, like a lasso. Well, I think my performance has improved since I started talking and telling stories, but
We're so far we're good. Looking at the map, you are pretty much smoking the CPUs, so you know.
yeah. I'm
Good
going
sign.
to the right there. I think it's actually a slowly faster.
No fourth place finishes today.
Yeah, I was gonna say CJ's been
Well, so
telling fishing stories. Does anybody else have any fishing stories?
I've only gone fishing once, so no. I didn't catch anything.
Wow.
No, that's not true. You caught a wet ass. You
Caught
went
a
fishing.
wet ass.
You went fishing all day. All you caught was a wet ass.
Oh, it was only like an hour and a half or something.
Look at this shirt. It's so cool.
We were in a boat, so like, I didn't get wet. It all worked out, you know?
Nice.
Mama CJ just donated $5 saying, "OMG, never heard that story ever. Not the rope story either. Good grief." Good to know, Mama CJ. Thank you for the donation.
I was protecting my own mother. I didn't tell her.
Smart move, smart move.
Oh, did I ever tell you about hang on. I lost the thought.
Was it about Music Park?
No. This is another
TBH?
story.
Oh, go for it.
I don't remember. Go ahead.
Oh shoot. All right. Well, I was gonna say for a course that's called Music Park, the music is very mid in this game. You know,
Yeah.
can't win them all.
I remember the story.
Go for it.
You ever heard the saying that you can't tip a canoe?
What?
I've never heard that saying.
I
In
can
fact,
saying it. I don't think it's true.
no,
I've definitely
it's
tipped
not.
a number of canoes,
Yeah.
both in and outside of them.
It is true. It you know, they do say that you can't tip a canoe. Fun fact, you 100% can, and my dad and my Uncle Jay 100% did.
I think they say that to see who's gonna try to tip their own canoe.
Well, let me tell you something. They made it work. It was a little lopsided. And the thing straight up, like, and I say like tip like end over end, I think is what they mean. That's what happened. It capsized.
Like the front way, the long way.
Yeah, it didn't go sideways. No, not that kind of tip. They went end over end.
How
Well.
did they manage to do that?
Uncle Jay's a big man.
Yeah, that's a bit more. It's a bit more impressive. Sarah, that was a kayak, to be fair, which is technically different. Also, I think that one flooded it in tip.
Wait, hold on. What happened?
The Sarah help video.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
Oh,
This-
Good.
this
I thought this was a
person's, like-
story about you.
No.
I was like, I gotta hear this.
No, this person's in like maybe 3 feet of water, and the kayak is like sinking, and they're just like, Sarah, help! And they're like in super distress, and it's like,
help!
stand up. You can touch the ground.
But there's also like seaweed or kelp, not kelp. Whatever there's
Yeah,
grass,
yeah, there was
something,
something around. yeah.
vegetation underneath. And they're just like, ooh, 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 no. It's like you can stand up. Like, ooh, Sarah, no. It's very good. Good stuff. Good stuff. I tipped someone else's canoe once.
Oh yeah. This is like the time
it's
that
an
you broke
achievement.
that kid's chair.
Oh no, this is kind of. It's a Boy Scout story.
There you go.
That's for sure. So for one of our merit badges, we had to go kayaking. So we had to do a kayaking class, and then we actually had to go on a kayaking trip. So we did our class at a different day, and then finally went on a big trip. We went down to this big old river, and we broke up into pairs. And it was me and my buddy Nick, and then one of the other persons who was in our troop, his name was Josh. And Josh was super annoying. He was like the annoying kid in everyone's school who was like, oh guys, like, you know, he'd make dumb jokes and like not even like funny jokes, but he'd make jokes that like made fun of people, but everyone's like, shut up, Josh, no one cares. Like, you're annoying. It's hard to describe. It just sounds like we're bullying him, but he was actually actually insufferable.
Tina, you fat lard, come get some dinner.
And so he got paired up with this other kid, and I think he was new or something. He wasn't really, he was a lot younger than us, and I think he was pretty new. Anyways, so Josh got wrapped up with the other guy, and then me and Nick were in our own thing, and Josh would come by and he would like splash us with water on purpose. And we're like, Josh, leave us alone. Like, stop it. You know, and he's like, go, and he'd like fall back, and then we'd keep going, and then he'd catch up again and do it again. And we're like, dude, seriously, stop it. And he was like, oh, whatever, guys. And he'd do it. And then on the third time, I was like, all right, fine. He pushes the paddle at us, and I grab his paddle, and I pull him closer, and I push his kayak down, and I couldn't quite get it into the water. But so I went ahead and I stood up and I lifted it the other direction, and I dumped him out the other way.
All right, that's messed up.
Yeah.
The punishment didn't fit the crime.
No, I told him, you mess with the bull, you get the horns, right? So,
Yeah, sounds like this kid deserved it, not gonna lie.
yeah. Well, I told him to stop 3 times, right? So I think
Swipe or no swiping. That's how it's supposed to work.
There you
So,
go.
Chances. A lot of chances.
Josh's beef jerky got dumped into the water, and so he lost that. So screw you, Josh.
Wait, what
that-
kind? Was it good jerky?
I have no idea. I don't
Not
know.
after that.
I
Yeah.
Probably wasn't. It was probably Oh Boy Oberto's. Which
Um,
is, awful. So.
I have a JR story,
Ooh.
a rare JR story, and I actually was there sort of for this. I cammed it in a way. There's no video. I'm just saying I was in like position. So one day I'm going down the road, and we're on like this main drag in town, and there's a truck going down the road, and there's a bathtub in the back, not held down or nothing, just a bathtub. And careful, he says.
I know where you live.
And all of a sudden, I'm in the other lane, and all of a sudden this bathtub flies out the back and into the road. And I'm like, oh, wow, it's in the other lane, and I think I'm the only one around. And I'm like, Jesus, that could have been really bad. And then, like, I don't know, maybe it was that day or maybe the next day we talked. And he was like, hey, I gotta tell you this story. And so the other day, me and my dad went to go pick up a bathtub from Home Depot to put in this house that they were working on. And it turned out that I had inadvertently seen, I was the car behind him and his dad when the bathtub flew out the back.
Was the bed open, or
No, it just wasn't like ratchet strapped, I don't think.
so it got air and then went over?
Yeah. That's how I remember the story.
Man.
And JR and his dad had to do a Chinese fire drill to get the thing back in the bed. He said careful in all caps, so I'm like, it's not the story that he was probably thinking of.
It was a pretty nice recovery on the hands of the clock there.
What is a Chinese fire drill?
You never heard that? Oh man.
Imagine
Maybe
stopping
it's
your
an American
car
thing.
in major and like traffic. Everyone gets out and switch places in the car.
Okay, gotcha.
It was one of those things where it was like a prank, or whatever, not prank, like one of those, I don't know, dumb kid
It
things.
would be a TikTok stunt if it were done today.
No.
JR side of the story, my dad swore that it did need to be strapped down, and I disagreed. And also, yes, I thought you were telling a different story.
So there's another bathtub story.
No, I hope not. There was the time that I would. So, one other JR story. This has nothing to do with fishing. JR, I was invited to JR's brother's wedding, and so we were there. And at one point, like, they had like an open bar. I did not get drunk at JR's brother's wedding, but I did have a couple. And so at one point, I'm like, I wonder where JR is, right? Like, all the wedding stuff is done. Like, they're not doing pictures or anything anymore. So, like, what the hell? So I go looking for him, and I'm like, I can't find him. So I'm like, okay, I don't know anybody else there except JR and his dad. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go take a leak or whatever. I go in the bathroom, and there are 4 guys in the bathroom surrounding JR. And JR's like back is in a corner. And I'm like,
Uh-oh.
all right, it's gonna be 4 against 2. And I don't remember what it was, but I was like, hey, is there a problem in here? And then the guys were like, oh, no, ain't no problem. And then we left, and Jared's like, oh, you thought they were going to beat me up? I'm like, yeah, there was 4 dudes cornering you in the bathroom. I didn't know what to think. And he's like, oh, I can see why you think that. No, we were talking about my grandpa.
Oh my god.
I was like, what?
What a place to pick.
So I did find 4 guys that were drunk at JR's brother's wedding, but they were not me or him. And I was like, JR, I was doing math. I'm like, I got a glass here. Like, what do I do? Do I finish the beer? Like, what are we doing here?
Do I finish the beer?
My boy was cornered in a bathroom.
And you were contemplating whether or not you should finish the beer first?
Well, it would be rude to spill it. I was not drunk. I was not drunk. I was just drinking. Okay? I'm just saying, I thought my boy was in trouble. I was about to mount up.
Let's down that drink and then help him.
You know? I would never conceivably think of hitting someone with a glass. Crunchy said, JR says, that's a good friend, Crunchy. What do you want about? I was being a good friend.
100% you were. It's just the fact. All I'm saying is.
That's my
if
boy.
Yeah,
He invited
okay.
me to I was his +1. What kind of
All I'm
+1
saying,
behavior
CJ.
would it be if I let him get his ass kicked?
No, exactly. But geez, that's not what I'm getting at. I'm laughing at the fact that you were contemplating, like, should I finish this beer before I engage into battle mode?
Like, it was an open bar. You could get a new one.
Exactly.
He said it'd be rude to spill it, right? So he doesn't want to get.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
proper wedding etiquette to
listen.
finish your glass before you start fighting.
It
Right,
was
right.
it was a rental, okay? The tuxedo was a rental.
Well, you don't spill it on yourself.
Yeah, I didn't say like splash it on, like
Well, I
don't
don't
go
get-
stone cold and just like dump it on your
Do
face.
you get to pick where you spill stuff? I mean, usually it's an accident.
Yes, you get to pick.
Did you guys hear that I don't get a +1 to this wedding I'm going to?
Yes, I heard.
So I'm not going to talk about that. But what I am going to talk about is now I got to try and find a ride to this thing. And I'm trying to carpool. You would not believe how hard it is to try and bourgeois a ride to this wedding.
Do you know anybody else who's going?
I do. I know a bunch of people that are going. All the people from my job that got invited, I know. But they're
None
all.
of them will give you a ride.
We're trying to work it out.
Ungrateful.
Also, I'm in a bathroom. What am I gonna do? Put the drink down? It's a bathroom, bro. That's gross. The drink was dead to me, you know?
Was it? It sounded like you were thinking really hard about finishing it or not.
In hindsight, I thought really hard about it. I was in real time. It was, do I finish this? And then I'm like, I took a sip, and I'm like, everything all right in here, boys? And they're like, yeah, we're talking about my grandpa. I'm like, oh, okay. Weird. In the bathroom? And then everyone left the bathroom. And, yeah.
All right. That makes more sense.
Yeah. Okay. It's not weird. It's just different.
The drink was dead to me.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I said Doante. I meant to type donate.
Why Doante?
It's Spanish for donate. Ask quo.
Que no los dos.
See?
We had a friend named Rob who passed away, but something he always said was he would always say "Kalo Estaba," and we're like, "What does that mean?" And he's like, "I don't know."
What is
And-
the estopa?
Huh?
And we're like, "We don't think that's Spanish, bro." And he asked his Spanish teacher, and it's like, "It doesn't mean anything."
So where did you get it from?
I
Just
don't know.
started saying it?
Yeah, but then he started answering it to people that would ask him questions in Spanish. He would be at Panera and customers would be like, because his name tag would be like, I speak Spanish. And so he'd be like, he would answer them like, que lo estaba. And they'd be like, what?
Hold on. Why is he wearing a name tag that says I speak Spanish?
Because if you gotta know who the bilingual employees are.
Yeah, but he's not bilingual.
Yeah, he isn't.
So why is he wearing the name tag?
He was trying to be helpful, I guess. I don't know.
He'd be super helpful. I don't speak your language, but I'd love to help you.
Allow me to use this made-up word I have.
He said
And
that at
nothing
Panera, people could just point at the pictures. I said, bro, but the pictures only cover like half the menu. And he's like, well, that's the half they get to eat from. I was like, Jesus. He's like, if they can't... What?
He didn't get tipped well, did he?
He became the store manager.
Oh.
He worked his way up. He was the dishwasher. Then he became a line cook. Then he was a cashier. Then he was the shift supervisor, the manager, and then became the friggin' branch manager.
I guess being bilingual really helps.
Yeah, he got to put that on his resume.
And nowadays, he owns Panera.
No, nowadays he's unfortunately not with us. But he did quit that job at some point. Being the head honcho out of Panera is not what it's cracked up to be, apparently. He was there from like high school until like a long time.
You know, it's down bad all the way to the top.
Yeah, it's a long way to the top if you Kalo Estaba.
That's my new gamer tag.
The lesson is to pretend to be bilingual. You know, I said this the other day in my stream. I don't know that CJ stories have morals.
No.
Because, like, what's
There
the
are
moral?
lessons.
What's the moral of finding your best friend in a bathroom surrounded by 4 guys?
Know the value of the drink in your hand.
I think JR's worth the drink in an open bar setting.
There you go. But you still contemplated it.
I like how he specified in an open bar setting. If I had paid for it, I don't know.
I remember when we went to the villages. Anybody that has been around me has been at a party where I've been at. You all know 2 things. One, that I get tipsy quick, right? But then I hold the level. I hold the line. I go right to the line, but then I don't go any further, right? I remain that kind of level. And so something that I often get accused of is pretending to be drunk. Like, you're not tipsy off of 2 beers, bro, or whatever. And JR was like, you know, you're playing it up for effect. You're not. And then mid-sentence, we were eating ribs. And I was listening to him, whatever. And mid-sentence, he goes, did you just eat a bone? And I had eaten a rib with the whole bone.
Oh no.
And I was like,
Wait, how did you not realize?
because I get to that level and then I'm there.
Yeah, but like you can't chew through it.
I swallowed it.
Oh my god.
I swallowed a whole baby back rib bone.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Yeah, I'm also a little speechless.
It was totally fine, by the way. If anyone's like, that must have hurt. Nope, it was fine.
Walked it off.
Just inhaled it.
I almost choked and then I didn't. And then we went and watched the old people dance, which is probably my favorite thing to do in the villages, and I'm sad we probably won't have time to do it during the road trip. 3 out of 4 of us are going on the road trip. I won't tell you which one it is, because we haven't announced it yet. But it's, you know, one of us is not going on the road trip. It's pretty sad. I don't think Crunchy's legally allowed to go, so that disqualified him pretty early.
All right,
Well, don't tell them that, you know.
Yeah, you've announced it.
Yeah, you know, it happened. Oh, I'll read the racing games off. We hit $800.
We did, right. So,
Get the list.
Showdown number. Is it
Three?
number 3 or number 2? I don't know if yesterday counted as a standalone or if it was like.
I think we're gonna do the rest of the ones on the list, but we had one drop, so we had to replace it.
But like, is the racing one number 2 or number 3?
I think it's
Number
3. now.
3, clearly.
All right, number 3. So, I don't know. Maybe it was like 1.5. All right, let me
Clearly.
find this list because I don't think that I can remember this off the top of my head.
Well, you had 2 weird ones.
I had 2 fine ones. You had a weird one. The one that I picked that's considered weird is way more played than the one that you picked.
Yeah, but mine's better.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yours is wet garbage.
Right.
Hang
So,
around for a second. You're gonna find out.
Wet garbage.
all right. So 5 games, right? Number 1, this one everyone sees it coming. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Wow, we.
I'm still actually finding this list. I thought I had it, but I actually didn't. So there's that.
I didn't see it coming, to be fair.
See it coming.
All right, and then so the way
Thank
that
you,
it
CC.
worked on the last one with Chris, and the way that it works on this one is that we have one common one, which is Mario Kart 8, and then I pick 2, and then CJ picks 2. So my 2, first of all, Hello Kitty and Santa Maria Friends Racing.
Classic.
I think people saw that one coming. Classic. Second one, the one that CJ thinks is hot garbage, and chat, you can comment on this. Trackmania Nations Forever.
Garbage.
I've
Not
played
garbage.
Kart before.
Right, exactly. It's a good game.
It is good, yeah.
You got a lot of hours in Trackmania Forever, do you, CC?
I played it for about 20.
Big spender. What's your
It's a
number?
free game.
There you go.
All right, and then CJ's 2 games. So he thinks that for some reason Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2 is better than Trackmania.
Somehow.
Somehow, I
by the
don't
way,
see
I
it.
was comparing it to Hello Kitty, by the way.
Oh,
Not
Okay. All right, that's
you donut.
comparable. One of those games plays well, but I digress. And then the second game is going to be Mario Kart Double Dash.
Yeah, again, picking a game that I'm probably going to lose in.
But
Double Dash is the time trials one?
Yeah.
Nice.
there's a secret 6th game.
Oh, right.
All right, so or is there a 7th game?
Uh,
What
you-
we decided exactly.
I think we decided that we were going to have a milestone that would make it, we would unlock
Yes.
extra games.
I forget if it was number 6 or number 7. But basically, there's a 6th or 7th game that's actually going to be a poll during the event. And that poll is between Mario Kart 64, Diddy Kong Racing, Inertial Drift, Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing, and I think that was all that I had.
Yeah, so the way that it was going to work was that the way it is going to work, because this is how we're doing it, is that if we hit a milestone during the thing, every one of your donations will be able to go toward the poll. So if we hit the milestone, let's say it's $125, whatever game is in the lead at the $125 mark will be the game that we play as the 6th game. And then say the other milestone is $250, whatever game is in the lead when we hit $250 would be the game that we play then. So it would add a 6th and a 7th game onto it because we're expecting the racing one to go a little faster than the fighting game ones. Because in time trials, like the longest one is going to be like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
I don't know,
a
some of
pretty
those
fun
melee
map.
games are pretty fast.
Hey, come on. You don't gotta do me like that.
You're right.
My
But yes,
arm
that's gonna be
hurts, by the
coming,
way.
sometime in the next... April might be tough, but hopefully April, if not May. And
Yeah, May.
it should be good.
Cece's
Oh, wait.
doing crowd control this month.
It's true. Probably gonna do. Might follow the same pattern. Do Saturdays.
It worked.
That's a good choice.
You got everybody on the Pokemon bug there, Quo.
Me?
Yeah.
To be fair, we both did Gen 2
Gen 2,
Nuzlocke,
yeah.
or Gen 2 randomizer stuff.
That's fair. I think Todd and Ice Age were also doing some Pokemon stuff the other day.
They were. They were.
Everyone loves Pokemon.
Who doesn't love
Speaking of
True.
Pokemon, though, this is the F-Zero course, one of them at least.
Okay.
What? They're both Nintendo, brands.
Sure.
You're right.
You're right.
Pretty
I'm
cool.
not-
This one's
I'm-
pretty fast. So
yeah.
is City. The mechanics is like half underwater, which is sort of weird. But if you ever see him in the air, it's sort of not really normal, but it's weird basically.
Fair enough.
But they're really cool tracks. And also
Speaking of F-Zero, we are just $9 away from the Pokemon Snap Take a Photo of Goldeen incentive being reached. So make sure to get your dollars.
Would have better segue there.
What?
You guys should have done each other's segues.
No,
that's not how that works.
Because he was like F-Zero Pokemon. They're both Nintendo brands.
Exactly. We went over this.
I hate it here.
Quo can't see it, but I'm high-fiving him.
What?
Yeah.
All right, calm down, Felony Brown.
I like that name, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
It's good.
Chugsy Ugsy.
Chugsy Ugsy. The ever-fabulous Felony Brown. See, it just kind of got a nice ring to it.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Maybe a Shining Goldeen. I'll do my best. How about that?
From C to Shining Goldeen.
From who?
What?
The Goldeen, the picture. Sometimes they jump in there like, well, it's sparkling Goldeen, but you know, it'll be good. We'll try for it.
Yeah. Well, what is the timer at right now?
We're at 1:32:17-ish.
All right, ladies and germs,
there,
there's about a little less than an hour left. So, if you don't want to miss the end of the run, now would be a good time to get your snack, get your dinner.
Question mark?
Yeah. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I might do some za after this.
I was thinking that too. I think we've all earned it.
Yo, pizza party?
Yo, let's go.
Yo, pizza party?
Anchovies on your pizza? Because that's like fish sort of related?
No.
No.
You like anchovies?
No.
All right.
Okay, so I had never actually tried anchovies until I worked at a pizza place for a little bit. And it turns out they're delicious on pizza.
So my boss, his wife, has been packing his lunch, and he eats lunch with us. I can't smell, but I can only tell you by the tortured looks on my coworker's face that he eats some smelly stuff. He had leftover black bean chorizo soup in a to-go cup.
All right.
With pita chips and
Yummy.
sardines.
It's probably the sardines out of most of that, but also.
And then after that,
yes.
we were like, oh, she was like, that was pretty unpleasant. I'm not going to say what she actually said. And then I'm like, yeah, well, it's over. He's now been just eating, she's literally been packing him sardines in a can.
Never had it before, so I don't know. But.
She's like, you need more fatty acids or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I guess I do. So she's just giving him raw sardines.
Instead of like an avocado.
I'm like, seriously, you haven't seen the commercials? Avocados from Mexico. Like, they have a whole marketing campaign about fatty acids, and you're like, nah, sardine can. Crab barrel.
I literally use canned sardines as treats for my dogs.
Dog basket.
They love them.
Yeah, but you also eat your dog treats. That's an indictment on your taste in the food.
Listen, I've had some canned sardines. They're not bad.
Canned sardines rhyme with cancerous deans, so I'm just saying.
What?
You're not wrong there, CJ.
Yeah, I mean, he's not, but what?
When I'm right, I'm right. When you're hot, you're hot. Sriracha. Sriracha. I love that made it in, and I'm 99% sure you don't know what it means.
I still don't.
What? Isn't it just like hot sauce?
No, it's based off of, there's like a basketball commentator who, when something like, that's a hot play, he's like, oh, sriracha.
Yeah.
Right,
Speaking of
but-
sriracha, Anonymous
Oh my
just
God,
donated
that's a lot of fun,
$23
Yo.
Good segue.
with no comment, but it went towards the sim name and Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. Watch all cutscenes.
Crunchy, why don't you tell us who's in the lead with the sim name?
I believe I might still be, but let me just follow up here.
Crunchy Brown, yeah.
Thank you, CC.
I know Miyu Minty was making a run.
Yeah, so Yeah, Miyu Minty's making a run. Miyu Minty's at $71. My name Jeff at $51. CJ, it's all good. Finally at $35. Crunchy Brown, yeah, at 101. Notice I didn't do my signature Crunchy Brown yet because I don't want to blow out CJ's ears. And Gaffy Taffy sitting down there at $5, but it's okay, Gaffy. We'll get you up. We'll get you up.
All right, Crunchy, do your signature Crunchy Brown.
But it'll kill your ears.
I took the earphones off. Go.
Ah, goddamn. Okay, it's Crunchy Brown. Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go, just for you.
I'm like holding them up with my neck and my shoulders.
It's always good to experience that in person, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, we're running with a little bit of a scuff setup, but anyway, actually, you know, this actually worked out, and my internet has held up.
Honestly, that's true.
Was someone
Doesn't always
knocking
do
on
that.
wood?
My internet is awful. For streaming specifically, it's pretty bad. Also, apparently my my chat stopped, so I thought the chat was just dead. Y'all been here.
No, people have been here.
Yep.
Yeah, no, people have been here.
People have been here supporting the stream, and we thank every one of you for being here, watching, donating, and making this a fun experience.
All right, I'm gonna go for the swagoo.
As usual.
Got this. Even if you're not in chat, but you're just lurking, that's also important too.
All right,
Oh,
I
people are
messed
asking
up.
about this fishing rod. Show the rod.
The sounds of Swagoo. By CJ, it's all good.
What are you guys talking about? Oh, listen, guys. Shuley's a little power mad when it comes to lemon, so I'd be careful.
What did Lemon drop while streaming?
We're not gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
It's a banned
Bruno.
phrase in her chat, in Lemon's chat.
All right.
What?
I
Okay.
just need to go type things until I get banned.
Smart.
That's one way to do it. Yep. All right, the swagoo didn't really happen. We're gonna try it again. All right, swagoo, good so far. Swagoo, okay.
There we go.
Swagoo.
Let's go.
You've heard of Draguya? Well, now how about Swaguya?
Heyo.
Hello. Oh boy, hot tamale.
We're getting those tricks. If you ever see CJ fall in the water, that's intentional. It's because he wants to go see the fish.
Yes, this is true. I need
He is in a
fish.
boat.
Fish.
Each.
The boat is fish powered.
Fish.
There was a lot of bass on that, Crunchy.
I guess I just did it with a deep voice.
Damn.
Fish.
Do not take me for some conjurer of cheap tricks, Bilbo Baggins.
Yo, Gandalf.
Ah, Gandalf, the herb has rotted your mind. Too much time with the hobbits. I can't
What's
do
that
Christopher
character's
Lee.
name? Okay,
Uh,
but it's the what's his name?
Saruman.
Thank you.
That doing Christopher Lee, there was a character in one of our D&D campaigns, and CC might remember this. I can't actually do that voice for too long, so that character rarely shows up.
This is true.
I forgot. Some of these voices I forget how much they hurt, but yeah, that one hurt pretty bad. All right, let's see if I get the swagoo here. Oh, I didn't get it. I was hoping the AI would bail me out. He didn't.
Yeah, so if you hit those 3 switches, CJ got the first 2. There's like a ramp that like hits up to the Master Sword, and anyone can hit the switches. So sometimes that happens with the AI help out.
Is it like a shortcut, or does it not really change much?
It's. I'm not sure if it's actually faster. Going into walls. All right. I'm not sure if it's actually faster or not. I know it's slower if you need to be the one to hit all 3 things. But if it is open, I'm not sure if it's just faster to take it.
Interesting.
But
On
if
the
we don't
first
see it
lap,
here,
they are more likely to hit the first one. So really, I should have gone for 2 and 3. But you can kind of see it's like a hard angle to do 2 and then 3.
yeah.
Ow, ow. All right. I'm trying to be swaggy and it's not, you know. All right.
Fishing rod
Trees!
controller.
Yeah.
It's alright. If we don't see it here, we will see it later during the Ocarina of Time fishing percent run.
What, the fishing rod?
No, the Master Sword.
Oh, right.
It was like a literal fishing rod, but not the controller.
Also, actual fishing rod. True. There's going to be literal fishing rods in that game too.
I looked up how much it would be to get the ASCII N64 fishing rod. It was $200.
Jesus.
You don't know how I'm driving with a fishing rod? It's a lot of work. Honestly, it's not bad. Like, if I'm being perfectly honest, if I'm not just like playing it up for the camera. The problem with it is that you're holding the controllers at 2 different heights. So like, one controller is down where my left hand is, and the other one is up here. So it's just
that's
kind of weird.
It's been real fishing everywhere. True.
How many fish have we caught total?
Ooh,
That's
that is
tough.
a good question.
All right, someone go find out for me.
Someone review the VODs.
We'll need the review of Legend of the River King. Really,
Say,
Yeah, I
That's
wanna
the one
say-
I wasn't counting on that one.
I think that I think that one is going to be the outlier.
I think Ryan caught 5, right? Pretty sure that was 5.
Ryan Ford?
Yes. I'm almost 100% sure it was 5. But it went by so fast that I was just like, oh, okay, time.
I missed like 3/4 of that. I'm sad because I was gone for a minute and a half.
Yeah. When you're fast, you're fast.
When you're hot,
What's funny
you're
is
hot.
what's funny is you asked, like, I missed it, can you do it again? And a part of me was like, run it back, go for it. Just on the fly, like, yeah, sure, it's 3 minutes, why not?
Let's see if you can do it faster.
I'm gonna pass Ludwig here.
Poor Ludwig.
We're slime.
Yeah, right?
So, recently discovered, and by recently I mean, I opened my eyes for once since CJ confirmed. When you're on the red section, once you're past the curve, if you look to the left, you can actually see Luigi's Mansion. And CJ confirmed earlier that it actually is Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, it
so.
says Luigi's Mansion right on it.
Maybe not the original, because,
Oh, wow. Yeah, I just spotted it real quick.
I think you would have noticed the baby park if this was the original Luigi's Mansion, but it is there. Detail.
Baby Park.
All right, that's my cue. I'm out of here.
I didn't sing it.
Do-do-do-do-do.
No. CC, did you get that costume I sent you?
Something did show up in the mail, I haven't opened it yet.
You are gonna need to wear that for your run tonight.
Sounds like a plan.
And Erica is not gonna want to miss that.
Right. Don't want to miss it, Shu.
I made a promise, a declaration, if we raise $72.50 at SDAT.
And you've held that promise.
I did. I sent it to you. I was pissed because it was like, oh, it's not going to be there until April 5th. I'm like, this joke works only for the 2nd. I'm excited for next week. I'm going to go see a baseball game.
Nice.
Haven't done that in 3 years. 4 years. Because I didn't go the year before the pandemic either. No, it's good though. I mean, Yankees-Red Sox game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go Yankees.
good job.
CC's favorite team.
See, we keep getting baseball teams here, and then they keep leaving.
Well, they die, Quo.
Wait, what?
Baseball, like in Ottawa?
We have baseball teams?
We used to. There was like the Ottawa Lynx, and then I don't know what happened.
Oh,
to
I
them.
remember them. Yeah.
And then there was another team like ish recently, maybe 10 years ago, and then I don't know what happened to them.
I don't know why, but there is this thing in Major League Baseball where they really want a team in Montreal, except every time that they've ever put a team in Montreal, it has failed so bad that they had to stop.
Yeah, baseball not big in Canada apparently.
There was a plan in the early 2000s to move the Minnesota Twins to Montreal, and I'm like, that would have been the worst thing you could have possibly done to the damn Twins. Not like they could have done anything good for them, but...
To single-handedly kill the sport. Not just the league, like the actual sport. Like, no one's playing baseball after that.
Ever. No, but we have the Blue Jays, don't we?
Toronto.
Yeah, in Toronto, but like that's the only good sports team in Toronto. No, we have the Raptors as well.
The Raptors won a championship. What are you talking about?
That's true. All right, they have two good sports teams.
They have Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And Drake.
All my exes live in Texas like I'm George Strait, or they go to Georgia State where tuition.
Oh my god.
If I could sing that song, I would.
Thank you, CJ.
I'm not. I'm too white. Do you love this shit? Are you high right now? You ever get nervous?
Speaking of Drake, we're still just $9 away from taking a photo of Goldine. Make it happen, folks. We got 3 hours and a bit. Actually, we have less than that, don't we, at this point? Let me just double check here.
No, less than 2 hours.
Yeah, we've just got...
Good.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, we've got about 2 hours. But yeah, 2 hours for $9. Come on, folks. We can make that happen. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy?
There's Freddy Fish coming up, so you know.
Where's Lemon, my whale? You know? Lemon makes that
Sages are
bread.
whale, and he's here.
I have several whales.
All right, fair enough.
Quite fitting, you know.
It is a fishing team.
Ice
some
Age
jamboree.
is biding his time. Listen. See, here's the thing. I'll ask money from people that aren't actually whales and call them whales, but I will never ask money from the real whales, unless it's a joke, like Razor.
I was just about to say reason.
But you know,
You make the jokes with Rezu and
now
then they
here's the
kick in.
thing. I don't ask Rezu for the little ones. I ask them for the big ones.
True.
There you go.
Smart play.
Yeah.
Checking
Right?
the viewer list right now.
I don't. You know, it is what it is. He might be lurking. You don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Razer, we're only $160 away from 1K, you know?
Yeah. Ice
That's
Age, I wait until day 2. Ice Age likes to be dramatic. Ice Age, when he has the chance to make us do friggin' speed barks. You know?
Barks Field Day.
I don't. I hate
Wait,
that,
what's
by the
Speed
way.
Barks?
I
What
hate
is
that.
Speed Barks?
You know how Speed Docks is the fishing theme marathon?
Yes.
So,
I
yeah, that's all
pitched Speed Dogs as like another.
Is this
play
the
on
right
words.
one, Quo?
Yo?
It looks like it, yeah. The ramps are
Yeah.
in the right place.
We
So
gotta make
remember,
Speed
like,
Dogs happen.
an hour and 49 minutes ago when I'm like, are you holding R? And CJ was like, yes.
I lied.
That is for this moment.
It didn't.
Yo.
Oh, okay. Well, so the Animal Crossing stage is 4 seasons. If you hold the right button at the start, it selects a specific season. It's not random. So you get spring if you hold, I think it's R.
Yeah.
And spring's good. Summer and fall are good for 200cc, and then winter is bad in any scenario. So we're in spring.
Speaking of spring, we just got a $25 donation from Gma and Gpaw saying, glad to support Speed Dogs and your cause. And that went towards Pokemon Snap. Oh, there we go. So we're getting a photo of Goldine and Sims 4 named Sim. Oh, but let's see which name they picked.
Crunchy
That was a
Brown.
really good segue, by the way.
Thank you.
This is an okay segue.
What? It was gorgeous. It was
solid.
beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm saying
10.
we're $135 away from $1,000. That's the goal for the whole event.
It's going to happen. It's
Crunchy-
happening tonight. It's happening tonight. I've
Are you-
decided.
How much over was that for
16.
16? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, and then we have the over from the Hylian Loach too.
I have that written down.
Okay, gotcha.
Are there any that didn't go towards a target, or have all of them gone toward a target?
There was one, yeah, the $23, the anonymous one, just before the last one. Yeah, that didn't go.
It didn't go to a target?
Sorry, no, it did. It went to the director's cut, the
Okay,
watch the
good.
cutscenes. Okay.
Almost hit him all.
Mr. Rossetti, more like Mr. Get out of my way.
Got him.
Tell him.
Speaking of Mr. Rossetti, we're not going to see him tomorrow during the Animal Crossing run because that's slower, but we will be seeing Animal Crossing tomorrow.
Can we have an incentive where we have to see it?
Sure, I can do
Make
that.
it happen.
I guess.
Also, with the overage that we have, I think we might be able to hit I Am Fish. But we have plenty of time for that,
No,
actually.
let's not jump the
Yeah.
gun on this one.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
not. Let's not.
This is a tomorrow run.
I just realized
We
that.
definitely don't do that for tomorrow runs. Although I'm
No,
gonna have
I-
to go activate some tomorrow runs.
Yeah, I thought it said 17 minutes, and I was like, let's just toss that in. But no, 17 hours.
All right, speaking of tomorrow, though, this is Neo Bowser City.
Koopa City.
See what I did there?
I saw what you did there. It was good.
Because Neo means like new, and tomorrow is like something new, so it all works out. Anyways, it's from 3DS. It's actually a difficult course to drive, but it's still one of my favorite courses.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like drifting on this feels rewarding.
Yeah. So whenever it switches to when CJ's like inside versus outside, either he goes through a tunnel or whatever, the ground is wet or dry, and that actually affects like the traction on the ground. And it is pretty challenging to drive this track well, especially in 200. There's like you need the brakes on this one, but even 150 is really cool. I like this track a lot. Also, on the 3DS version, there is a skip in this course, which is pretty rare in that game.
Are the tracks different in the 3DS version?
It's a 3DS, Crunchy.
Tiny bit.
Well, I get it, but I mean, like, did they actually change the layout of the maps?
No, so the thing is, so sometimes they change the layouts. So I think there might be like small changes. I forget if there was anti-gravity in 7. I don't think there was. So that'd be like a small change. But no, it's just like the mechanics. So like you would boost up with a bomb or something to hit a void plane, like halfway through the map, sort of thing, and then you would get voided into that part of the map.
Krumtut saved the run, dude! That void?
Yeah, that one.
Shout out to
Ooh, got him!
Yeah, he shows up in the game.
Rolling it.
No, rolling in. Remember that time that I told him you were his biggest fan? And then
Yes.
he's like, oh, Crunchy Brown is not sub, though.
I think I was, though.
No, I had to gift you one.
Oh, okay, that's what happened.
Damn.
Yeah.
Called out.
Oh,
Yep.
Crunchy Brown.
Right, Erica's personal favorite course, I think.
Baby Park.
Isn't that Baby Park?
Is it? I think it's this one and then Baby Park second. Maybe. Erica can confirm. I think she's AFK actually. Definitely top 3.
What do we start this run at?
In what sense?
Like, what was
Money.
the total? 702?
That sounds about right.
That's crazy.
Wait,
Yeah.
We're making
was
strides.
that like? No, you're right.
Yeah, I think 702 is right.
Because
It
you
was 700
Crunchy
or something.
donated the 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
By the way, I am never using this controller again after this.
Why not?
Why?
Going straight to the morgue.
It looks fun.
Pain without love.
Dude, I love 2003.
That song came out in 2008, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was on
No.
the 1X album. Yeah. You want to bet?
Not really.
2008 or later. Maybe 2009, 1X came out? Life Starts Now?
No.
Yeah.
Life Starts Now came out in 2009. Because I went to that concert.
Then 2007.
2006.
No, there you go. It wasn't 03. It was actually directly between the two of us.
Yeah, but Price is
Did-
Right rules.
No,
Yeah,
it's my
that was
show.
closer. Price is Right was.
This is the biggest frame up since OJ.
It's not the biggest frame up since the last biggest frame up since OJ.
No.
Oh, okay.
See, the best part about that joke is you can just keep escalating it.
True.
Now this is the biggest frame up. That's actually a Simpsons joke. I just cut the end of it off. He's like, Homer's like, wait a minute, that the gloves, this, that, oh my God, he really did do it. And then he has the picture of OJ on his nightstand. He's like, he puts it down. Like really, really funny.
Classic.
Classic Homer Simpson, bro. We have 2 more races in the original 48, and then we're getting into the DLC tracks.
Yeah.
Tresemme, ooh la la.
How is Sims gonna work? I actually don't know. The
Sims
category is max
fishing.
fishing skills with expansion, so I guess there's a fishing skill and you max it out, and they have expansions in their game.
Yeah.
So that game is like 10% base game, 90% expansions, but you know.
I don't. Yeah, it's definitely just to get to level 10, basically, in that skill.
I can't wait to hear the Sims talk. I love that.
Yamame. In Sims 2 for the PlayStation 2, Paramore's Pressure is in that game, but they simified it. It's really funny.
Actually?
Yeah, it's really good.
That's interesting.
My sister showed me that a long time ago. And this is like, what would that have been, 07? Paramore was in Paramore. Almost hit the train.
Oh.
I am mystery. No, you're not. Potato is mystery.
I'm pretty sure that's a potato thing right now.
Oh, is he pretending to be drag too?
Change the switch name.
It would be a very potato thing to do. Alright, thread the needle. Can't tell if I'm ahead or behind because I don't recognize these train cycles at all.
I think you're a tiny bit behind, like if you were using a controller. I'm not sure if what your metric is, if it's fishing rod versus real controller.
Damn. Did you miss Baby Park and Ribbon Road? Yes. You did.
You
Crunchy
done
even
goofed.
did it.
I did.
Even did do it.
He even did do it.
I did do it.
He do. All right, final race before we do the next 8.
Alright, so this is the last, I guess, I mean, obviously last, of the like long 1 lap courses. What would you call that? Not a lap.
Point to point.
Sure. I think there's a word, but I don't know.
Brent, I believe, is what they use.
We can go with that.
Erica, if we get to 900 by the time I finish the DLC thing, I will do 1 single time on Baby Park. If we get to 900.
Frantic items.
Yeah, with frantic items, why not?
200cc.
200cc frantic items, sure.
I'm all for it.
If we get to 900.
And Quo will sing Baby Shark.
No.
No.
If we get to 1,000.
Shuli's like, well, Mama Shu gave me money, so you done fucked up today.
I got my allowance this week.
Mama said you gotta sing Baby Shark.
Mom said it's your turn to sing Baby Shark.
Oh, I did tell, I told you, I guess you weren't here. You have to watch tonight. You have to watch Cece's run for a very important surprise.
Which one?
Both.
True.
Both. Okay, gotcha.
True.
Gotcha.
The reveal. Evidence.zip.
Ooh.
He's not getting put on a list like you, Crunchy.
That list is reserved for me and Quo.
What? No, there's a lot of
You
us
just
on
made
that
the
list.
list. All right.
Oh, that's a different list.
That is the end of 48. We have another 8 to do.
You don't want to be on CJ's list.
You just made the list.
Oh no.
Remember that Pokemon list?
Yes, I remember that list.
And we got a perfect score. Very nice.
Nice. Not one single 4th place yet.
Nope.
There is that one Ninja Hideout thing coming out, so you know.
That is the 4th place one that I had the other time. Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, 150cc, and we're doing 8. And we hit left. Yep.
You actually have to change it to 8. I guess it doesn't actually matter if you just do.
It doesn't matter, but I do it so that it has the satisfying ending at the end.
That's
It's
fair.
more thematically appropriate.
Also fair. All right, so I guess if people haven't seen these, we'll sort of touch on them a bit more than we have in some of the past courses.
Yeah, these are new.
These are actually new, as opposed to the ones that we've been playing for 5 years at this point.
Yes, so this is one of the new ones. This is the first new one in the first DLC cup. This is a Mario Kart Tour map.
Yeah.
The hallmark of Mario Kart Tour is, one, they're based on like real world places. So this is Paris Promenade, as well as the courses change over time. So every lap will be slightly different.
I think lap 1 and 2 are a bit similar. There's like some small changes, but if you don't catch them, that's understandable if you're not playing especially. But lap 3, you'll see we actually like go almost double back on the way we came, and you can actually see people going the other direction. So it's pretty neat. I personally like these stages. CJ apparently doesn't, but you know, it's fair.
I think that the new stages all look worse across the board.
Yeah, there's a bit of
We're like neon.
missing.
Quote. There's no shadows on our character model.
well, that's just because it's in Paris. They don't have. It's the City of Lights, you know. You don't have shadow. There.
I spend almost every night beneath the light of a neon moon.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Is it actually the City of Lights?
it is. That's what
That's
they
what
call
it's
it.
called.
What?
Yeah.
I've always called it the Windy City.
Paris?
Yes, it's windy.
What?
Chaos
just-
in the Windy City.
Shaq Fu?
The Windy City,
Huh?
Chicago.
There's too much chaos. I don't need this.
BB Chaos?
It's a reference
Wait,
to
why
an
was someone
opportunity.
coming at you backwards? Hold on, what's going on here?
He
All right,
told
so
you this
remember-
was going to happen.
A minute and a half ago, when I'm like, you know, at one point the course changes and you're like going in the opposite direction, and you can see people coming in.
I couldn't hear you because of how windy Paris was, Quo.
What? Shoot.
Damn.
Okay, no, the Windy City is Chicago. Like,
I
that's
hate the
actually what they call
wind.
Is there a
It's
Chicago
wind.
map?
No.
it. No, there's a Tokyo map.
Oh.
Tokyo Drift?
That's the only 2 tour maps. But yeah, that was a taste of Mario Kart Tour. If you haven't played Mario Kart Tour, I don't blame you. I haven't either.
Can the streamer take a pit stop at the local baguette shop, then get first place? Damn, I didn't read that in time.
Oh,
All right, let's
we'll
see
get
what
him
I...
next time.
Yeah.
The road baguette.
The road back.
It's a better... Wasn't there a funny baguette story? Remember that time I told you my mom went to the grocery store? Oh, driving baguette, that's right.
Yeah. I didn't know the words, but I was like, yeah, that one.
Where is that from? Was that me?
I think it was
Hey, man.
Damon? Yeah. He just had his driving baguette.
Oh, that's right. And then I put it in the crossword the next day. I missed the crosswords.
No one did the G unit, whatever one, so
G-Funk, please.
G Funk, there we go.
You don't have to disrespect its corpse by calling it the G-Unit.
I'm
GDQ
very
croissant lore, the lore is that English people don't know how to pronounce French words.
Croissant?
Croissant. You need to roll the R.
Yeah, there's no T.
There's no R in baguette.
No, croissant.
Braggett.
Oh,
He said croissant.
No, I didn't say croissant.
Yeah, he did.
no, he rolled the R.
In baguette.
Yes.
There's no R in baguette.
Remember when you said you were going to talk more about the courses?
Right, so this is one of the GBA courses. I think they did a much better job in the base game with the GBA courses than these ones, because this one pretty much is just a figure eight with like a funky thing on the side of one of the 8s. It's cute, but I don't know. This one there's nothing much special going on. There are big inflatable toads.
Shuli just donated $1 saying shoo shoo on the choo choo, but she didn't put it towards any incentives.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. It's amazing.
She really puts the R in baguette.
Oh, talking some shit on her.
Alright, we're back at the N64 stages. Choco Mountain. Personally, the soundtrack on this one, absolute baller. The course is a bit different. Actually,
I don't like
completely
it.
honest, didn't recognize it as Choco Mountain. Like, I knew it was, but like, it could have fooled me. There were like 3 key points in the map that I'm like, oh yeah, this is Choco Mountain, and the rest is like, I have no idea what's going on.
This is like a spiritual successor to Choco Mountain. It's not.
That's a good way of putting it, yeah.
It's like hardly, because this is like so up high. I feel like there's supposed to be more of a straightaway in the beginning here.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like we're going in the wrong direction. Like, I feel it's supposed to go left and not right. It feels like we're breaking the wrong way.
That makes sense. When I was playing, I'm like, does it?
Because on the original game, the finish line has that mountain onto the side of it, and that's where that, like, lap 3 checkpoint is, so you can do the weather tanko.
Yeah.
Well, it's not exactly how it works, but it's a good enough explanation.
Yeah.
Also, that area is a lot smaller than I think it should be. Like, that's like a big area. And you can't fall down. It's just a weird...
It's weird. It's Choco Mountain's.
They did a one-to-one. They did a 1-to-1 remake of a GBA course that nobody asked for, and then made this thing. Also,
Like Choco
the
Hills.
music is kind of whatever.
Really? Okay. I liked the new track, but
Not
I mean, if
compared
I
to the
had to
full
choose-
orchestra that they had for the
Yeah.
originals.
yeah.
This is one man in a room with a freaking harmonica and a cymbal. They're doing some donkey wrestling over here, you know?
I mean, that's a skill though. If I could do Choco Mountain with a harmonica and a cymbal, like I would do it.
Ever since
would pay you
Prince
to
turned
do it.
himself into a cymbal.
They probably found this guy on the side of the street doing Choco Mountain theme on a harmonica and a cymbal, and he's like, "Yo, do you wanna make a track?"
Oh, I gotta get in the booth once I get some minutes.
All right, one more for the first cup, and then we got 4 more to go.
CJ's just flying through these.
Yeah, what's the timer at?
208,
208,
40, 50,
We're gonna.
something.
I think we're gonna
40
come in under estimate.
Oh yeah, totally, 100%.
Why did you sound surprised?
I got a 205 in practice, so
Yeah, but you haven't gotten to 4th place yet.
that's fair.
But the Ninja Hideout's coming.
There are some maps where you can get like 2nd and 3rd place and still have like a really good time.
That's true. The computer's cheat. Speaking of cheating, though, this is Coconut Mall.
As seen in a Summoning Salt video.
I guess so.
I
He hasn't shown
wouldn't
this one
know.
off yet.
Yeah, in the Wii one.
No, like the Switch one. I'm
Oh.
sure like in a month or 2 he'll have the world record history. The Switch version.
No, he makes
Coconut Mall.
progressions. Everybody else makes histories.
Right, sorry.
Yeah.
Of course. The progression of the world record history of Coconut Mall for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, he makes Coca-Cola, and we have you know, dark-colored soda water. Really different.
Tasty.
Sriracha.
That corner seems really rough. That one where you come up and you hit the wall every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say that sometimes it feels like they just don't want you to go fast. Somebody was defending on Twitter the other day that 200cc, like, oh, 200cc was obviously made for this game intentionally. And I'm like, I don't think it was. And they're like, yeah, well, it's obviously been tested. And I'm like, I really don't think it was. And their proof was that you just had to hit the brake. I'm like,
Well, that's factually wrong. Like they
Wait,
released the game,
Yeah.
and later 200cc was added as DLC.
Yeah.
So it wasn't made with 200cc in mind because it didn't exist yet.
Yeah.
Also, I don't understand their break argument. How does that make sense?
Well, so like
breaks
you're not.
exist, which means 200cc was made for this game.
Yeah, but
clearly.
that just applies to any speed. Like that has nothing to do with 200cc.
It's because like on 200 you just hit walls and stuff a lot more likely, but if you break at the right times you don't. So they're like, oh, it makes sense. Like point A, point B.
I'm popping off,
math.
dude.
That's silly.
Tiny bit. But also 200cc literally did not exist when the game came out for the Wii U.
That the very end of the Ratchet 3 video, Tarna gets another record and is like, "I'm popping off." Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love. I was like, "Dude, I'm popping off." He's powering up.
He is definitely powering up. Well, I'm glad that we got to get together and do another run together, guys.
It was a good time.
It was.
As usual.
As usual.
Yeah. We have
We're back in
Launch
the
Party
20s.
coming up on May, and Speed Ducks-a-thon August. So
Just a couple of months.
it's going to be a very busy couple of months with a very well-deserved vacation in between.
Indeed.
Alright, so this is the second Mario Kart Tour track. So again, this one you switch, like the course changes in the middle, which is, again, I think is pretty neat.
This
and
is
yeah,
the
so it's
RC
based in
game one,
Tokyo.
right?
Maybe. The one that
No one ever
you
played.
don't actually control your carts or something like that. You can't turn,
Oh.
I think. It
Oh,
turns
is
on
this
its
the
own.
mobile one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, but somehow the maps are still, like, sort of pretty neat. In my opinion, at least.
They made a gotcha Mario Kart game. Think about that.
Wait, they did?
Yeah, Mario Kart Tour.
Yeah, what do you think we're talking about?
But what's gotcha about it? Like I never actually played it.
Sriracha.
What?
I've never played it either. I
Huh?
can't play it.
It's a
I
Mario
think-
Kart game where you don't drive.
Oh, that sounds dumb.
Yeah, that's not a gotcha game though.
Okay.
Well, it's a
Shitty mobile
gotcha
game.
because you expected to drive in your karting game. You didn't.
Exactly.
Ah.
They hit you
Alright,
with
we're
their
on that
gotcha.
one.
Gotcha. What game is this from? Is this the Wii game?
No, it's the GBA, isn't it? No, sorry, it's not. Maybe wait. This one is probably my favorite of the DLC maps because it feels so good to drift. Like, it feels like it was made with the drift in this game in mind.
Yeah, this was pretty cool. They thought about it. There's also a pretty neat shortcut that's like sort of hidden, but in the open.
If you don't,
You know-
you can very easily not see it.
Yes. But you will. Hopefully. Actually, I don't know if you can do it without a mushroom. We're about to find out, because I haven't ran these tracks particularly.
No, you cannot do it without a mushroom. But that's
Alright.
that's the spot. You can hit it. You can hit the spot, but you can't do the trick.
That's fair. Alright, I think we got the gist at least. No mushrooms, obviously, because, no items.
It's very true. Also, I'm in third, so let me battle my way back to the front.
Fish your way.
Oh, let me fish.
There's a turtle in front of you.
Gotta be quicker than that.
But yeah, this is a pretty cool map in my opinion.
Yeah. Coconut
it.
Cafe. They got real cars.
True.
But yeah, I think like they could have just taken an extra like month to make these maps look a little better. It's like you're playing without shaders.
Yeah, a tiny bit.
This level kind of looks like it's made out of Play-Doh.
I mean, just look at our cart. You know, like the cart was like looked really good the whole game. Now it's like the lights are on everywhere.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think my PB
decisions.
for 56 tracks is a 222.
We're at 2:15 right now, and we have 3 courses left after this.
Hot dog.
That's pretty tight. No, Koopas are turtles. They're not.
Is the hot
Pokemon.
dog a sandwich?
No, it's a taco.
Mm-hmm.
As per the cube roll.
There you go.
The inverse square law. Oh, I lost control.
Well,
Bounce with me, bounce with me.
all right, so
Bounce,
Sky Garden.
bounce.
Is this another? It's not another GBA one.
This is a GBA one.
Really? Why are there?
They better be
Looking
getting
at
him out
this.
of the way early.
So yeah, sort of like a, in my opinion, not as good, but you know, it's still good on its own. But if you compare it to Cloud Talk Cruise, yes, sort of gives the same vibes. I do like Cloud Talk Cruise better in my opinion, but this one's still pretty neat. Definitely top 5 DLC courses.
You know what? A feature that I would really like them to make, but they will never make.
What's that?
Let people to create their own playlists of maps.
That'd be neat.
Especially if there's gonna be 96 of them.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so Toad Circuit's Mario Kart 7. That's why no one remembers it.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one is the GBA one. So there's only been one GBA one so far.
Well, then that one looks really bad for a Mario Kart 7 one, and this one looks pretty good for a GBA one.
They probably ripped it straight from Mario Kart 7.
I mean, it's a literal figure 8.
And it literally looks like it has 3DS graphics. For a GBA one, honestly, this one's pretty cool.
Yay, verily. All right, it's the last one.
It is the last one.
All right,
All
are
right,
we at
last-
900?
860. Oh,
866.
that changed as I was looking at it.
899.
What? All right, we got to get $1 from somebody before I finish this map.
Alright, Crunchy is doing his tech check right now, but I'm sure he'll be happy to read that off when he has a moment. Ninja Hideout, last Mario Kart Tour map, also I guess last map in general. For this one, the track doesn't change between courses, but there was a lot of levels to it per se. And I think in 1, 2, 3, or 4, in 4 different places in the map, you can choose to go high or low. So you can see here, there's, you know, the rafts above him, for example. You could drive on those, or you could drive on the rooftops that he was driving on. And yeah, we're gonna go, whoops.
By the way, that $33 came from Anonymous with the comment Crunchy B.
Crunchy B, yeah!
And it went to SADX cutscenes and Miyu Minty for the file name. And we just got another $1 donation from Shu that says bruh.
Burr.
All right. Thank you, bruh. Thank you, Shu.
$900 now.
We're at $900. Wowee. All right, we're doing the frantic baby park.
Right, that was the thing, I remember.
Yeah.
I didn't
Thank you.
forget.
Thank you for that. All right, get ready on time. We have one more lap in our experience here.
So this track is pretty tough in my opinion. CJ's actually doing a lot better job than I was hoping for. But you know, I can't just make fun of him for 2
There
hours
you
and
go.
20 minutes uncontested. He does have his moments when he has them, and I will give it to him.
Thank you. You started saying that as I hit the damn wall.
Yeah, actually, I've never gone down there. I didn't know there were Shy Guys on that bottom thing. So, you know, we all learned something new here. But
Right.
it is a first place finish, so you know. It's still a W.
Yeah, I can't possibly not get first, right? All right, and time. What's the time?
2:20:33.
Okay, you know what? Here, that's crazy. That's a PB.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
I got a PB with the fishing rod.
With the boat.
I got the PB with the fishing rod in the boat.
And
Legendary.
not even the good wheels. And
Oh,
not
my-
even the good
I got
parasol.
nothing. Nothing
You had
about
Roy.
that was good. I had Roy. Woo! All right. I
So
can't
as if-
do that.
If anyone complains that they lost because they didn't use the right comp, refer back to this video.
Put in
Right.
speeder.com. That is a 56 track PB, a category I don't think anyone's tracking. But let's do this one singular round. Is Shuli here before I start?
I see her in chat.
Okay. Wait, we'll do Yoshi for Icky.
Oh my goodness, we have another donation. Crunchy Brown, would you mind reading that off for us?
Not at all. I'm back right in time. Mama CJ with a big $35 saying, "Take it home." Quote, Easy, CJ, and the fabulous Crunchy Brown. Thank you very much, Mama CJ. And that went
Thank you,
towards
thank you.
I Am Fish bonus space level. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, we have to do 4, but we're only gonna do it once. All right, here we go. We're doing it. Best horse. All right, here we go. Round and round we go. Where it'll stop, nobody knows except me.
I think we all know where this one's going.
Yahee! All right, baby park doo 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 doo, baby park doo 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 doo, baby park. Oh my God!
So one thing though is that CJ does not run 200cc. I don't think he plays it in any capacity other than like sometimes getting it online.
Oh man, it makes a big difference though. Like I'm not even.
Oh, it makes a huge
It's
difference.
insane.
Yeah.
200 cc.
This is a
was
big
not
one.
made.
Fast.
That's why we had the argument about it. It's like, this was not made. This is like a mode edited
This was
after-
made for it.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, yeah.
Or screaming around corners. CJ's taking like the widest arc on all these turns, and he can barely keep from crashing into the wall.
We're doing
gonna
it.
roll
We're
the wall
becoming mighty.
There we go. Getting the hang of it.
Oh, I hit a banana. No, I'm gonna win. I'm going fast, Ricky Bobby. This is the worst. This is the worst. All right, second place. We did it.
Do that again. No.
No.
I won't.
All
make
right,
you.
everybody. Thank you so much. We went from 702 to 935. That's crazy. We're gonna hit $1,000 today, which is even crazier.
That's right.
And yeah, I'm now done with the fishing rod. We're done with the fishing rod.
That's what he thinks. It'll make a comeback.
Or so I
Dogs too.
thought. No.
96 tracks.
No.
Because
No.
that's not happening next year.
I don't want speed ducks. I don't want speed barks. I don't want shoes. Nothing. All right.
You heard it here, folks. They're
No
all
shoes.
happening.
No. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. And yeah, we got Freddy Fish now. I come from a down
Freddy Fish
100%.
too. Yes, sir.